Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Heading into the bye week, Ohio State stays atop the AP Top 25, followed by Indiana at 2, Texas A&M 3, Alabama 4, Georgia 5. Game 7 of the ALCS tonight, Blue Jays visit the Mariners at 8:10. Winner battles the Dodgers in the World Series. Seattle's George Kirby faces Toronto's Shane Bieber. NFL Buccaneers are at the Lions at 7, followed by Texans at the Seahawks at 10. Hear both games on the Fan. AFC North standings, the 4-2 Steelers in first, 3-4 Bengals second, 2-5 Browns third, 1-5 Ravens fourth. NHL Blue Jackets are up before visiting the Stars Tuesday at 7. MLS Columbus Crew bested the New York Red Bulls 3-1 Saturday. Crew takes on FC Cincinnati in the MLS Cup's playoffs next Monday. Sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Plumbing, Drain Heating and Cooling, together to serve you better. Scheduled today at thewaterworks.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
All righty, welcome back in. Big sports week. I know we got the bye week blues, but we've handled that before. We'll do it again. Rothman and Ice, Anthony Rothman, my boy Matty Ice. And the Loose Cannon, affectionately nicknamed on this show. Good to see you, fellas.
It's good to see you, man. Look, the bye week isn't going to stop the good times that are going to happen in the sports world. We got Jackets rocking and rolling. College football ain't going to stop. And we got the NBA kicking off tomorrow. And tonight.
They're going to actually kick it off. They're going to put a ball tomorrow in the center and boot it into the stands.
Yes. And then we got Game 7 in the ALCS in baseball. It's a good sports week. So we're still in good hands outside of the old Scarlet and Gray getting to their bye week number 2. How you feeling? You good today?
Yeah, feeling good.
Good,
yeah,
good,
doesn't
good.
matter. I know Vikes took it on the chin, but it's all good. Everything. No, it was good because I was just telling E when he walked out, he's like, "What'd you do this weekend?" I'm like, "I didn't leave the house Sunday." Like, it was one of those days. I wanted to. I felt like I could have. And then it was just like, forget it. And I did dial in a little bit to that Jags debacle. By the way, pathetic defense. I'm off them. They're trash.
What was your team,
They're
man?
trash.
You picked them to win the South.
No, but I feel even better. There are two things I know.
Yeah.
The Colts are for real and the Jags are fake. Like, it feels...
Colts are for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't it feel that way?
Listen, you know
I think that's trash.
I'm taking a little time, Joe Klatt, to warm up to these Colts.
Warm up now.
My goodness.
Get them now.
They are continuing to roll.
Get them while they're hot, Matty.
You know what else is going to be hot and rolling today? It's The Floor is Yours at 1 o'clock. Because
flow.
if you missed it last week, ladies and gentlemen, we started a new segment. It's called The Floor is Yours. You get to call in. TLC's hotline number will be open. The phone lines will be open. You want to come in, talk about the Brownies. You want to come talk about the Bengals, Buckeyes. Whatever you want to talk about, we're welcoming you in. So a new segment, round 2 today. The Floor is Yours. Looking forward to hearing from you guys at 1 TLC. The phone number they can call into, sir.
614-821-9710.
There it is. There it is.
Listen, it could be anything.
Literally.
If life's beating you down or whatever, we're here for you. Now, the one thing I would like to say is you don't have to call during the commercial break at 12:57 because that floods him. He gets overwhelmed. Things get thrown and broken. I would say this. You ever call to a cable company or any company and you get the automated thing and they ask you, do you want to stay on hold or give us your callback number? That would be amazing. If somehow TLC could invent something where he would call back the listener. We don't have that technology just yet to get the callback number.
Yeah.
And then when so-and-so's on the line, hit this number. But I do think you could get, as they say, into the queue.
Okay.
If you want to call at 1 o'clock, that's fine. But if you want to get in the queue at 12:45, and
get on in there.
And by the way, I'll do it just like a company. You will not lose your place in line. You would be then first. You'd be holding number 1 at Baskin & Robbins. You go in, you pull that ticket, you feel good about yourself. You got that little digital clock up there. You know what number they're on, or a deli or something. I think that way you can be there ready to go. And not only that, you can chatter with him. You can practice you're almost into an audition phase. Like you're in queue,
Yeah.
but you're also in what they call audition.
Low warm up, and we will get to hear the conversation because, as you all know, TLC keeps his mic on for 3 hours straight.
It's open mic night over here.
We'll get to hear everything. AR, when I do call either like my cable
Open
company
mic night.
or whoever it
Yeah.
is,
I do the callback.
I'm one of those people. I like to talk to an actual human, though.
They sound human now, though,
I
Maddie.
don't
That's the
want
key.
to talk to
You
a
don't-
robot, an
you
AI
don't know
bot or
anymore.
anything
That
like
is
that.
one of the worst creations of my entire life is this AI customer service.
Well, it's taken over everything. I went through the Wendy's drive-through this weekend, and it was an AI voice talking to me, taking my order.
Perfect.
Still humans at the cash register doing their thing, but you go around, you go through the drive-through, and it's some robotic voice
fine.
asking for my order.
Was there a big delay?
There was not a delay,
Okay.
but the robot did not get my order correct.
Then
so that's a problem.
That's worse.
That's a problem.
How complicated could that be? I bet they did get it right.
No, they got it
said,
wrong.
we don't serve broccoli here, sir.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't
Like-
that. I got 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, and I asked for no mayonnaise.
No buns either.
No
I
mayonnaise
want 'em
on this
bunless.
thing. And it was mayonnaise everywhere.
No
I'm like, what
mayonnaise?
is this? We got to get the humans back in the mix. So that's a party foul for. I'm not
I'm a little
enjoying that.
surprised they got it wrong.
Yeah, they got it wrong.
It didn't light up on the board like what you were getting, so you could confirm it.
I
How
did
about
not
you,
see that.
Rothman? I think he buried the lead. He was at a Wendy's drive-through.
Yeah, I went to
period.
Wendy's. I went to Wendy's. I needed a couple JBCs in my life.
You didn't eat the bun, though.
No, after I wiped off the mayonnaise, I did. I housed it. Yeah, I housed it.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. I'm not going to Wendy's
right.
just to eat a patty, you know?
Let me ask you this: how far? Well, no. Did you get it? Did you eat it in the car?
No, I waited. I'm not
Okay.
that guy. I don't like to eat in the car, AR. For whatever, I like
Depends
to
how
sit
hungry you are.
down. Like, and I like to be
I know.
relaxed with a game on or something. I'm not that
Did you have to
guy.
reheat them?
No, they were good.
Okay,
They
all
were
right.
good. They were good.
So, because I was going to ask,
Yeah.
if you noticed it right away, you could have done the reverse and gone through again. And
Well,
Said, "I don't want the
that's
robot."
a lot of work, right? Like unpacking the cheeseburger to see what's on there at the drive-thru line. I mean, I know that's probably what I should do, but I'm never that. I put a lot of trust in people when it comes to my food.
Trust.
When I do the fast food thing.
Yeah.
So that,
trust me, I would say, have you guys seen the Joe Pesci version, whether it was in Lethal Weapon 2 or whatever? They blank you at the drive-thru. Have you ever seen that scene? That's the one you need to look at. That's the one.
Okay.
I'll play it for you during a break. That was you. So you did scrape off the
yeah,
mayonnaise.
it's tough. Then you get
All right.
the buns a little soggy after that, which is a little bit of that. But you know, that's it for me. So the robotic stuff, whether it's calling into a company to try to get something fixed or going through the drive-thru, I'm not completely warmed up to it. Neither am I warmed up to self-driving cars or any of that nonsense.
I brought this up the other day. Would I be confident sitting in the back seat of a driverless car? Of course not. Would I be able to make the assumption that we'd have less accidents if everybody was driverless? Yes, I think we would. Because you basically eliminating impairment and distraction and road rage. You'd have all
That's real.
three gone, unless you can tell me that these driverless cars will eventually become so human that all three of those come back.
No.
Road rage with no driver.
Yeah.
Like the car actually gets pissed.
Yeah.
Christine, like the whole thing.
I caught a double bird this weekend.
Somebody gave you
I
one?
did.
Yeah.
I did. Now,
Was it your fault?
Wait, a double bird?
Yeah,
Why
it
weren't
was-
their hands on the wheel?
That's
'cause
Ryan Baker type stuff.
because we were both stopped at a red light. So I
He wants to race.
were you inching forward and
Yeah,
they
he
were
wants
inching
to
forward
race.
and then you
Wants
inched
to
forward
race.
again?
That's ridiculous.
I kind
All
of
right, let's go. Let's go.
I kind of cut the person off, kind of, right? They were going a little slow for me, right?
I was wondering why you were wearing a Georgia football jersey today.
No,
Kind of cut the person off.
I kind of cut them off. They were going 5 miles an hour under the speed limit, okay? So this was in a 35. They were going 30. And so I saw that there was a light coming. The light ahead of me was still green light. So I'm thinking I could get in front of this person, cut them off, and get through the light, right? And not have to deal with anything. As soon as I go to cut this person off, the light turns yellow, okay? So I'm in front of this person at this point in time.
Not side by side.
Not side
All
by
right.
side. As I approach the intersection, this person goes to the left of me. And at that point in time,
Why didn't you just stay left?
no, so there's 3 lanes, right? So there's 3 lanes. I'm in the middle lane.
Okay.
I'm in the middle lane. They're behind me in the middle lane. And so I knew as soon as I saw them go behind me to the left that
They want to overtake you
they
now.
were coming to give me a piece of their mind. So this person pulls up next to me. It's an older gentleman. Pulls up next to me, rolls down his window. I'm not going to roll down my window, too, because I didn't want to get in the back and forth. I look to my left, and he's just double bird me right there. Just double bird right there. And that was it. And I kind of deserved it. I kind of deserved it because I took a risk and cut him off and thought I could get through the light without having to answer to this person. And
What if you would have opened up rolled down your window and said, "You're right, it was my fault." And just taking it all the way.
I'm surprised you looked over.
I felt like I could feel feel like the eyeballs of this person. So I did look over, and I'm glad that I didn't put my window down because depending on what that person said to me, I probably would have said something back, and who knows where that would have went. But I did get a double bird this weekend, and I probably deserved it. Probably.
That's nice.
Very proud of you. That's very nice.
I'm actually happy that you took the L.
By the way, specifically, just to wrap up the AI conversation, the worst part about AI customer service is these companies where if you're trying to like cancel a plan, but they don't allow you to cancel online, and they give you the phone number, and then you call in. And you're trying to cancel the plan. It's like, press 1 for this, press 2 for that, press 3 for that. And like none of the options are cancel your plan.
Let me ask.
And so you're like, you're like forcing me to pay for something I don't want to pay for.
Let me ask you this. When you guys have the AI and you know it's the AI customer service and you call in and it's just not going right, do you find yourselves yelling at the AI person?
No.
I haven't done that yet.
Like where it's like one word, like it's representative. Like you raise your voice.
And then
like,
you slow it down even more?
Yeah, like
representative.
Yeah, like when they keep asking you if you want this, punch 5 for this, 6 for this. Representative. Yeah. Like I found myself like, are you not hearing me? Like, and then you know what I hate about the AI also is if it reacts to any voice. So sometimes I'll have to put the phone on mute. Yeah. So they don't hear like some rustling or something. Then it stops the whole process.
Yep.
Open mic night.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Just like Rothman says when Adam King's going on European adventures, if there's ever a language barrier, louder and slower.
Louder and slower.
That's what makes everybody understand.
Representative.
Yeah.
There it is. So that was my weekend.
Okay.
I got
I didn't have that. I never left the house.
Robot got my order wrong at Wendy's, and then some dude hit me with a double bird. That was part of my weekend. So now I'm back with
you. You gotta, Maddie. You gotta spread those buns apart before you leave the drive-thru, and then you'll know. Will he not? What? Wouldn't that be the advice that you give him?
It's advice. That's for sure.
It's definite advice.
It's definitely advice.
All right, so get in the
queue.
queue.
At the drive-thru is your business.
Get in the queue at some point. 821-9710. So you're ready at 1:00, and you could also have your own personal radio show with our producer if you want for a half an hour because he's not doing much. So you guys could do that.
Yeah.
And then you're in the queue, and then you're ready to go, and you won't lose your place in line. But we don't have the callback feature just yet, where you can leave your number and he'll actually call you back. If this gets good, like we could, like you could call now and say, "Hey, I got stuff to do. Just call me back at 1." And then I'll
hit me back.
Yeah, hit me back. We'll have Jim Lachey on 12:30. Adam King. We already mentioned the kid. He'll be at halftime at 1:30. Brad Crawford, CBS Sports, will come back. The as-predicted outcome. Ohio State goes into their bye week, blanking Wisconsin. We'll detail it next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Are you fired up? Is it Monday? It must be Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest appears at time of inception with approved credit.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. We have had some good weather over this fall. It's been mostly warm, but sooner or later, it's going to get cold. Maybe you're already starting to feel it in your house because your old drafty windows are letting in that air. Could be the builder grade windows that just came with your house. You thought you were getting great windows. Turns out they weren't as good as you thought. That's where Window Nation can help. This month, you can buy 2 windows and you'll get 2 more for free. There is no limit to how many windows you replace. Plus, your total price includes 1-day installation. Window Nation also has a deal where you don't have to make any payments for 2 years. Is that going to help out with your holiday bills a little bit? I would think so. And above and beyond all that, Window Nation also is giving away tickets to an Ohio State football game when you upgrade your home with Window Nation windows. Free windows, 0 payments for 2 years, all with Window Nation. Go to windownation.com. The estimate is free, the windows are great, and you can get Ohio State tickets. What's not to love? Go to windownation.com today. Once again, that's windownation.com.
At Retail Rush, you can find name brand products at unbeatable prices because you set the price. Retail Rush sources overstock, returned, and discontinued products in bulk from big box stores. Then we auction those products online starting at $5. You can get up to 90% off retail prices on beautiful basics for life's big moments, hot tech, and more at a deep discount. Pickup is fast and easy, so whether you're looking to splurge or save, we have you covered. Retail Rush. Deals made easy. Bid now at retailrush.com.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal. Report suspicious behavior and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app, available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app, free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. Morning Juice is now live on YouTube. Join Bobby Carpenter and Jeff Thidoff weekday mornings from 6 to 8.
Just search 971 The Fan to catch the live experience or watch on demand.
The Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A beautiful, crisp fall day across central Ohio with afternoon highs only getting into the low 60s, and winds could be a little bit breezy at times. But we stay dry all the way into tonight with mostly clear skies overnight and our lows in the mid to upper 40s. For Tuesday, chances of rain on and off throughout the day. Otherwise, a mix of sun and clouds and warmer with highs in the mid to upper 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Anthony sometimes likes to sit and stare at his bundle of Emmy Awards. Unfortunately, it's through the glass of the pawn shop. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
Had a buddy of mine just text me. He said he halfway cut off a guy at the drive-thru this morning at Tim Hortons.
Gotta get them Timbits, huh?
Backed up, let him go through. He bought his coffee. No double bird.
Nice. Okay.
No, the guy that was cut off bought his coffee for him taking the L.
Love to hear that.
That's good happiness.
Love to hear it.
Z-Train, way to go.
That has happened to me twice in my life where the person ahead of me paid for my food. It happened when I was in high school once and when I was in college once.
Good karma for them.
A good feeling, yeah. Hopefully something good came their way.
We built this game up the way it should have been built up this week. It was such an overmatched affair. I tried to leave a little percentage for intangibles. It's hard to do. And when I was getting some tweets this weekend, don't forget, big game for Wisconsin, a lot of history there. Luke has familiarity with Ohio State. They're going to fight against his alma mater. They just got embarrassed at home. And while I agree with all of that, I put it in the intangible category. That's stuff I can't measure. Right. I can't transport myself into the Badger locker room and say, yep, they mean business. This is the last game of their lives, and they're going to play it like it. And even if they did, would it matter? And so I judge, and I wrote back, I said, listen, I have to judge teams on who they are, not who they wish they were. And Ohio State, and by the way, in contrast, I can't go into Ohio State's locker room and measure their mindset. Yeah. I can only go on what I see, what I hear, and then when it's game day, they've showed up. They have. And so we knew their quarterback problems at Wisconsin. And the reason that I say that is because I think what happens is when you, as a Buckeye fan, if you build up the opponent to respect them, I think that's wrong. I think you can respect the game, that it's one game, it's on a Saturday, you have no idea whether there'll be stupid penalties, bad turnovers, mistakes, you have no idea. So why would you lean that way? Like, why would you lean into the intangibles instead of what you know is real? And I'm admitting that there is room for both on occasion. We see it every week. But when you're really coming down to your opinion on the game, why would you lean the other way? Why would you lean, I'm worried about this one? Like, it's only to do one thing. It's to insulate your brain in case something where you don't come off too arrogant, too sure thing. I'm overconfident. It's the same thing the coaches do. Mm-hmm. They make sure every week. The only way you know whether Ohio State is only showing up with a mindset of show up is if you were at practice all week and you saw mistakes, guys not engaged, guys not listening, coaches yelling.
Saying the wrong things to the media.
That's right.
Some of those things.
Yeah, that's the only way to know. All I knew was that their quarterback problem is 3 deep at this point. Mm-hmm. Hunter Simmons threw the ball 12 times. For 54 yards. He was 50%. One went off a guy's hands. You know why? Because that's what bad teams do. They make stupid mistakes early in a game where you can't, especially if you're them. By the way, there was 25% of that stadium that was empty at kickoff, it looked like to me. The first play in Ohio State's territory by Wisconsin was 12 minutes in the second quarter. Mm-hmm. So they didn't quit. I'll give that to Wisconsin. They didn't quit. They're just not good enough. And down 20-0 and still sacking Julian Sayin, it's a good sign for Luke that they didn't quit. But there were zero worries for me, you, and clearly Ohio State, because up 20 on its own 27, Ryan Day's going for it on 4th and short. Yeah. And when Wisconsin says we're out of it, they run a fake punt on 4th and 19 at their own goal line. And the punter runs and breaks a couple tackles and gets it. And Gary Danielson, who I thought made a great comment, was like, I think he thought it was less than 4th and 19. He had to run a mile to get that.
Pretty crazy.
So when you're talking about the second worst third down team in the league, which is Wisconsin, and what they had to play for, I told you last week, Iowa was not a look ahead to Wisconsin game. That's at night at Camp Randall against a rival they've been playing since the 1800s, and they got blanked. So did I feel like maybe there'd be some pride and they didn't want to get blanked twice at home, back to back? Yeah. The problem is they were playing a team that's locked in right now, and more importantly, Matty, is much better than them.
No doubt. Just top to bottom. That was kind of the vibe you and I were talking about all week leading into this one. Like, I wasn't really buying much into the old Luke Fickell's coaching them up and he's a former Buckeye and all that. Like, I don't really invest in those type of things. What I invest in is what my eyes see. And what my eyes are seeing is that Ohio State is just a really, really, really good football team right now. There's still some questions out there, and, still the kicking situation, the punting situation, like those things can make you look a little queasy, I think, right now if you're Coach Day, because those things can come back to haunt you in close games. But big picture, especially right now on offense and defense, there's nothing really to complain about, and especially when you have a quarterback that's as dialed in as Julian is. And I know Wisconsin wasn't a good football team, but there was a couple of those throws that led to touchdowns. The one to Carnell on the left side, not the big home run that he had. And Carnell's just having an incredible season. But just as far as the accuracy stuff goes for Julian, that has been a constant game in and game out for the most part. And the Tate touchdown, the touchdown to Brandon Ennis, like, there's coverage there. Like, there's guys there, and you cannot just have lazy throws there, inaccurate balls there, and get away with it in this conference, and especially when we talk about in the college football playoff. So that, to me, was just really good to see, is that week in and week out, you can see Julian getting better and better. And this felt like a game plan to where Hartline and Coach Day were going to let him expand just a little bit and maybe take some more risk because of who the opponent is. I don't think they would ever admit that publicly, but it felt to me that they took a little bit of the training wheels off again in this game for Julian. Career high in attempts, passing yards, and completions in a game. And so that was just one of my takeaways, ARs. That's something that we heard about all off season, was how special the arm talent is and how accurate this guy is. And that was on full display on a couple of those throws for me on Saturday.
And here's the other thing I'd say. He's even better than we thought.
Yes.
And I think coming into this season, in my mind, I knew they had athletes on defense. Yes, they had the two coordinators, but they're both highly motivated and very smart guys. Julian Sayin, to me, is the main reason, even outside of how great this defense has been, that Sayin has exceeded any of my expectations, which were pretty good anyway. But the fact that he handled the pressure early in the season, he's now showing his mobility. He's showing his ability to throw on the run.
Yep.
Everybody knew that he was a good pocket passer, but he'd have to create some lanes for himself. He's not 6'5", but he's tall enough. The fact that he can sprint out and throw on the run with accuracy should be scaring the you-know-what out of teams.
That's the Ennis touchdown, AR.
Yeah, the touch passes, he's got it all. I'm going to give you a stat later at 2 o'clock about Heisman stuff and where things are.
Yeah.
And I also think it's incredibly unfair that one guy isn't even on the radar right now. I think the throw he made to Mylan Graham on his fingertips, 20 yards to the sideline, was the best throw. Then, and as I was thinking that, on 4th and 4, he comes back to the other side for the same fingertip throw to Tate. And then I thought, okay, that's his best throw. And then the rifle shot to Ennis for the touchdown became the next best throw.
Yeah.
He kept one-upping himself in a game that, yes, he's got great weapons, but he is putting the ball in places that pros put the ball. And it's one of those things that I could sit here and tell you that Ohio State's offense hasn't been truly tested against a great defense yet. Texas was supposed to be. I don't know what they really are, but it doesn't take away from that win, and it doesn't take away from the pressure was on. That was a one-score game.
Yeah.
So I'm here to tell you that, yes, I can admit that Ohio State hasn't truly been tested, but what I'm seeing is real championship stuff
100%.
mid-season,
Yeah.
and the fact they've got the high-wire act that Carnell Tate is, and I'll just say it now instead of waiting until 2 o'clock, it's an absolute travesty that he's not up for the Heisman. Because if his name was Jeremiah Smith, he might be leading the race.
He is been better than I thought he would be this year, right? Like, this guy is turned into absolutely a no doubt every single week. Carnell Tate is not only going to make one big play, he's going to make multiple big plays. And in a touchdown he had where two guys are with him in the back of the end zone, that's also Julian trusting Carnell. because I don't know if there's a lot of quarterbacks that would have the confidence to, let alone make that throw, but also knowing the guy that I'm attempting to get the ball to on the other end, he's going to just out-athlete the other guy. He's just better than the other guys, and Julian has two of those guys right now. So there's a great combination happening of your quarterback that's pinpoint accurate. I don't care who you're playing. It's a couple of those throws that he made, whether it's Wisconsin, Georgia, Alabama, I don't care. Those balls are getting completed against everybody because it's just that good. And also you have wide receivers that can run all the routes, but more importantly, help your quarterback out making 50-50 grabs. And Carnell Tate has done that a few times this year. He's a first-round draft pick, and he needs probably even more respect on his name when we talk about the Heisman and the Biletnikoff as well. Because he's out of his mind right now.
He's not even bettable, which is actually sad. And I can't make him be bettable. Like, they're either putting him up there or not.
Yeah.
But all these human beings are going to vote. Unfortunately, the preconceived notion is that Jeremiah Smith is the best player in the country. Mm-hmm. And while he may be talented, the high wire act that Carnell Tate's on right now is unbelievable. And he's probably getting some help with Jeremiah because, listen, on 3rd and 4, I think it was 3rd and 4 up 10 in the red zone. Instead of running, which would certainly set you up to go for it, they call play action. And Sayin has one-on-one on both sides. Yeah. So you got Tate on the left, you got JJ on his right. They're both single covered, and he went to Tate because he could have thrown to JJ on the fade. It didn't matter, but he back-shouldered it for 17-0. And he's as good as it gets right now in the league. We'll come back in 2 minutes. I almost said in the league. I meant in college football.
The reason why I'm laughing is because Carnell is absolutely awesome, and Jeremiah Smith can have, quote, a quiet-ish day and still rack up 9 for 97.
Well, that's because these defenses cannot afford to let him get behind them. So they're going to give the 12-yard out to the sticks all day. They have to.
We'll just say like his stat line. Look how many guys would kill that 9 for 97.
Well, part of it is because this offense and that quarterback is so precise. We'll come back in 2 minutes and talk to our boy Jim Lachey. And I do want to ask him why it doesn't feel like the run blocking is matching the pass blocking. We'll ask him next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
At High Bank Distillery, they believe every pour should tell a story. Their Whiskey War spirits tell the story of Prohibition in every sip and was awarded the best blended whiskey in America 3 years running. Enjoy High Bank's nationally recognized spirits distilled right here in Ohio. Drink the best. Forget the rest. Learn more at highbankdistillery.com.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Hey, it's Anthony for Orthopedic One. I'm not invincible anymore. I never was, but I refuse to punt on things I still love to do. That's why over the past several years, when I've had things creep up, like back pain, shoulder issue, elbow problem, I've had it all, I've always chosen Orthopedic One. That's because Orthopedic One is Ohio's largest physician-owned orthopedic practice with 60 physicians in every specialty. Find a physician or location near you at orthopedic1.com. Orthopedic One. This is where you go to get better.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyears and save up to $200 more. Store for details.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Like trying to snap a picture of Bigfoot. Nobody has ever witnessed Maddie eating a carb. This is Rothman and Ice.
We thought the AI robot at Wendy's might, but Maddie didn't find out he had extra mayonnaise until he got home, so no one saw him.
It was tough.
We got our guy Jim Lachey with us back from Madtown. My man, it's good to have you as always. Great talking to you on Saturday. And another blanking for Wisconsin, but it's the Buckeyes that are very dialed in. But I do want to start with maybe something that would be your expertise, Jimmy, and that's what do you see is the main difference between the ability to protect Julian Sayin so he can be as great as he's been versus trying to get this run game going, the offensive line?
Yeah, I mean, the run game wasn't quite there, and that was something that I wanted to see get worked on in this game. Came in the game averaging 160 yards a game, ended up, just with 98. You want to get 150 a game. I mean, that's kind of what you want to average. But they didn't really want to major in that. We threw the ball 42 times. We ran the ball 28. They came out in that first drive just firing away. Julian was 8 for 8. Take it right down the field, you score. And then, first of all, you got to credit the defense getting that shutout. And then the offense getting it cranked up, throwing the football. And I think after that opening drive, the success they had throwing the football, they're like, okay, we'll run where we need to, but we're not going to major in that today. We're going to, see if we can turn Julian loose, and why not, as hot as he's got with his receivers. It's something you got to work on. It's always in the back of their mind. We talk about it several times. You get a bad weather game, you get snow, you get wind, you better have it. Fortunately for the playoffs, they'll be inside, so they don't have to worry about that. Now, obviously, when you go up to Ann Arbor at the end of the year, you want to make sure your running game is tuned in a little bit because, that's been a problem the last several years against that team. But it has to still be a work in progress. I'm sure this week they'll continue to work at it. They got all the wrinkles seem to be ironed out in that passing game, but, just continue to find out who your guy is going to be. We saw Bo Jackson got 10 carries. Isaiah West came in and, surprisingly got 9 and looked real good doing it. Now, he's been doing that over there at the Woody Hayes Athletic Center, but haven't seen him do it in a game and, really cranked it up. And, C.J. Donaldson, who was getting some carries for most of the year, was being that guy that played a lot, just had 2 carries in the game. So I think that after that opening drive, they saw what they can do in the passing game. They continue to do that and, get a 17-0 lead at half. Didn't score in the third quarter, put another 17 up in the fourth quarter, and boom, now you're just hoping for that shutout. And then Aaron Scott comes and delivers and makes a big hit to guarantee that we don't get the shutout, turn them over on down. So it was a fun day, fun weekend in Wisconsin. It's always nice to go up there on a perfect weather day in the fall and enjoy that, have a few spotted cows, and watch some football.
Absolutely. Hey, Jimmy, do you like their personnel right now on the offensive line? Do you have the best 5, or would you like to see any changes or experiments moving forward?
Well, you're seeing Josh Padilla play a little bit more and more the last several games. I think he had his most snaps last game. Now, again, they're still going to continue to tinker with that and work with it and get their best 5 out there. But as we know, you better have 6 or 7 ready because you never know what's going to happen with injuries. So continue to tinker with it. Hopefully they'll find their best 5, in this last 5 games of the season and go out and continue to dominate. Pass blocking has been fabulous, just giving up 3 sacks, on the year. For 42 attempts, that's really good just to give up 1 sack in that ball game. And then 3 for the year, so that's been fabulous. But you got to work on that, and whether it seems like Josh is starting to inch his way a little bit more in the ball game, playing a little bit more, and the way he's playing, he graded out good, would be something that they could consider down the road, knowing that Tegra has played a lot of games and started a lot of games. He can go there and play. So I don't know if they'll make the switch in the starting lineup or continue to rotate those guys in. Just to look to find their best 5 guys throughout the course of the year. But right now things are clicking on offense, especially that passing game. And the most important thing is, you're winning and you got a great defense. So you can ride that for a long way.
Jim, here we are with back-to-back years where the quarterback, Will last year and Julian this year, are doing an awesome job of having clean outings more times than not, right? Like not turning the ball over a ton, not a lot of footballs hitting the ground. Will's completion percentage was awesome last year. Now here Julian is leading the country. Just talk about the importance of that from that position and how that can just get things flowing for an offense.
I mean, Will Howard last year set the school record, 74% completion rate. You're like, oh, that's going to take a while to get duplicated. Then here you got a first-year starter, Julian Sayin, completing at 80%. So Coach Day, Coach Fessler, Coach Hartline have all done a great job of getting those guys ready and understanding what they need to do. And, it's just fun watching Jeremiah and Carnell go to work. I mean, Carnell is unbelievable in that ball game. Jeremiah, did what he had to do, ended up with tying a career high with 9 receptions, just didn't get in the end zone. And, he had a 5-game streak of getting in the end zones before that. But, I think it's fun to watch Julian, not only taking steps each and every week. I thought this week, the way he moved around in the pocket, he felt some pressure. He bought time with his feet. You saw him rolling out and throwing dimes. I mean, just throwing it right down the field and putting it right where he needs to. That pass he had to Brandon Ennis, I mean, there's not many guys at any level that can complete that pass. So whatever they're doing over there, keep it up. They're developing, quarterbacks. And, right now Julian is as hot as any quarterback in the country right now, the way he's, going out there and executing the game plan. He's very, very accurate, and he's got some receivers that can come down and make some great catches, whether it's along the sideline or the back of the end zone or the middle of the field. To go through there and just have 6 incompletions the whole game, it's really incredible on 42 attempts.
No doubt. Great breakdown, my man. Happy to have you back in town. Enjoy the bye week, brother.
Yeah, I will, and get a little Buckeye Roundtable tonight, so I'm looking forward to talking some more Buckeye football.
Good. Thanks for making time for us as always, Jim. Be well.
All right.
That's Jim Lachey, former All-American on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. All right, we'll do Party Like a Roth Star up next, and then obviously top of the hour will be The Floor is Yours. You can get in the queue now if you want, 821-9710, and get your rant ready to go. And we'll come back with the greatest weekends. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Winners of the prestigious Platinum Microphone Award every year, given to the best radio station in the world. No need to look it up. It's real. The Fan.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Just announced. Get 0% financing for 60 months on all 2025 Tucson and Tucson hybrids. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com with approved credit ends 11/3.
Hear those leaves crunching under your feet? Feel that cool nighttime air? It's definitely fall in Ohio. Fall is the perfect time to have the Waterworks Heating and Cooling inspect and tune up your furnace before the cold winter months hit. Just $89 to inspect and protect your family against those wintertime furnace breakdowns. Call 614-232-2222 or visit thewaterworks.com today to schedule your $89 fall furnace inspection and tune-up. Winter is just days away.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Is your business craving efficiency? Is it hungry for productivity? Then there's a tech solution you should implement now if you want to crush your KPIs and you also want BLTs or burrito bowls or like bagels. It's called EasyCater, one platform for ordering food from a huge variety of restaurants for all your workplace needs. From falafel for the finance team to lasagna for the lunch and learn. Plus tools to help you save time and stay on budget. Ready to nail your deliverables? Order now at easycater.com.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants? These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Right now, save big on all Halloween candy. You can save 33% with your digital coupon. Selection varies by store. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
In the spirit of Halloween, ooh, spooky, Awaken 180 is offering free consultation all month long. Find out how scary fast you'll lose the weight for free. Call 844-346-1800.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Busy schedule? This is Ryan Krieger, and Krieger Ford has you covered. Krieger Ford offers pickup and delivery, or our mobile service van will come right to you. It's fast, easy, and hassle-free. Schedule your appointment today only at KriegerFord.com.
Common Man and Timmy, they're good, clean boys. If you enjoy a radio show hosted by immature men with slightly above average sports knowledge, they've got you covered.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Let's all gather into the Kiki. It's time to party like a Roth star.
All right, top of the hour, the floor is yours. 821-9710. And if you want, you can have your own personal conversation with TLC. And if you don't call, he's going to be very sad. He just will. He's got the gift of gab, and he likes to talk. So he's in the right business. But you can have your own personal conversation. You know what this would be like? This would be like Cameo with TLC. Like,
Okay.
and he'll do it for free. He's not one of those guys.
What's my fee?
Well, he's not. No. Oh, see, I was going to pitch you as a guy that would do it for free, and now he's saying, "Wait a minute."
Well,
give him a call.
He does a lot of other things on the weekend for free that we can't talk about.
Tyvus was getting $20 when I was in the parking lot watching him live.
Yeah,
I did see it live.
Why was he in the back seat doing it?
Cannot confirm or deny.
Maddie, I'm going to.
Why was Ice looking in his back seat?
The important questions at the presser, ladies and gentlemen.
We could do if we wanted to.
Yeah.
We could just wipe out Party and say, Shohei Ohtani, you are the greatest dual threat athlete in the history of sports. We could say it, and it would not be hyperbole.
Yeah.
It really wouldn't. You and I have been talking about him for a long time now.
What is this? What did I watch Friday night?
What you watched is perhaps the greatest all-around athlete in a specific sport that requires such specialty at a high level that I don't think it's even comparison to a Charles Woodson or some of the because I think athletes who can catch a football can also run clearly and are fast and can also knock down a football. They can cover people. And I'm not talking about I'm not disrespecting him. That's at the greatest level of the sport. So I'm admitting that you're splitting hairs slightly. But I do think that pitchers hitting are fine. They grew up hitting, but not like this. There have been hitters that have been good hitters. Kerry Wood was a good hitter, right? Like there have been
Madison Bumgarner.
There have been guys that have been good hitters.
Good hitter.
But we've never seen pitchers become sluggers to the point where this isn't just a one-off, like where he's dangerous and if you throw him the wrong pitch, he could take you out. This is a guy you have to pitch around. And the fact that he struck out everybody and in the first and then came up and hit a home run, it's one of the craziest, coolest things I think we've ever seen. And he's hitting just masterpiece theater, and I don't really know how to describe it.
It has to be the best baseball game anybody has ever played. It has to be. I don't know how anybody can top
what
he did on Friday night. So you laid it out. He starts off the game as a starting pitcher for the LA Dodgers, strikes out the side, goes to pick up his helmet as the leadoff hitter for the Dodgers, hits a home run. His final pitching line in the game was 6 innings, 2 hits, no runs allowed, 10 strikeouts on the night. And then after that first home run, the man wasn't done. He hit 2 more in the game. So 3 home runs, 10 strikeouts as a pitcher. He is one of the fastest guys in the league. And he's one of the best pitchers in the league. And this isn't just, hey, I can throw hard, so I'm going to throw 100 miles an hour. This is all my other pitches, too, are tops in the sport at what he does. And so, if you missed it on Friday, go watch the YouTube clip of what he did. Because to me, that was the best baseball game a human has ever played.
I will tell you that there were times in my life, and I'm old enough to say that I'm sad that I never, went to enough Jordan games. I feel like I watched everyone on TV. Yeah. And he is on my brother's wedding tape, Gong, so that's cool. Yeah, that's a good job out of you. I would say that during those times, and I was already here in Columbus when he was going through his run, so it'd be difficult. Yeah. And I also was sad that I never, during my time, said, you know what, I'm going to go see Michael Jackson in concert. I'm going to pay what it takes to go see him in the 10th perform. And I read the article in the LA, I think it was LA Times this week. And Chelsea Janes wrote it like this. Tell me if you like this first, paragraph of her story. Okay. This is Beethoven at the piano. This is Shakespeare with a quill. This is Jordan in the finals. This is Tiger Woods in Sunday Red. This is what he is. Now, it's baseball, and while it may not have the drama if it's not in the 9th, 2 outs, bases loaded. It doesn't have that. It's
enough drama for me. I don't need that to watch this man and enjoy what I'm watching.
This is too good to be true. Yeah. I mean, it's the beginning of every baseball conversation that he may be the best player in the 125-year history of the sport, and it may not be close. And I understand. I didn't live through those eras, and all those guys deserve their credit. They do, at that time. But what we're seeing now, the domination and what he is, and of course he's not going to be perfect every time, but what he did the other night, 3-time MVP, only baseball player to hit and pitch, world baseball classic, World Series champ. He's the best to ever do it. Yeah.
He's the best to ever do it. And I don't know if there's a close second when you just combine everything that he does. So I'm glad you brought him up because he absolutely was the guy that I was going to lead this thing off with. My second guy this week, it's Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is cooking with hot grease right now for the Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Taylor, after yesterday's performance against the LA Chargers, leads the NFL in rushing yards right now. 19 carries, 94 yards, 3 trips to the end zone. He has ran for 3 touchdowns in 2 of the last 3 games, and this is the 3rd game this season where Jonathan Taylor has rushed for 3 touchdowns. He's averaging over 5 yards per carry. He is what we thought he was going to be coming out of Wisconsin. When you keep him healthy and you have respectable weapons outside that other teams have to worry about, and the Colts have that, and at quarterback right now, you got to respect that's really going to help out Jonathan Taylor do what he does. So he's making a claim right now. He and CMC is who's the best running back in the sport currently. But Jonathan Taylor, man, making a lot of trips to the end zone. He's balling right now for the Indianapolis Colts.
So I'll add on top of that. So he had a hattie, and Quinshon Judkins had a hattie against the Dolphins, and Devontae Adams had a hattie in the London game. Yeah. Matt Stafford had 5 touchdown passes. Now, of course, I'd be going up against him in fantasy. That would only make sense. But I do kind of want to accent Sean McVay here. The Rams were up 28-7 with 5 minutes to go in the game in the rain. It's 1st and goal at the 1, and he calls a fade.
Yeah.
Obviously, they just wanted to stick it to the Jags.
Stat pad, baby.
28-7. Yes, and you led me right where I wanted to go. Pad Stafford deserved what he got, and he got another one. So he's the last quarterback, Matty, to have at least 4 touchdown passes and no picks in the international game. Wow. You know, ironically, who is the other guy?
Who's that?
It's his backup. It's Garoppolo.
Jimmy G?
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Wow.
Also want to accent, let's just stay with quarterbacks. Drake May is legit. I mean, 91% of his passes completed. New franchise record for the highest single game completion percentage with a minimum of 20 passes. Tom Brady held the previous record. And then I want to throw in Patrick Mahomes real fast. Just stay with quarterbacks. 93rd win career. So he passed Peyton Manning this weekend for most career wins by a quarterback age 30 or younger. The top 4 career most wins 30 or younger: Mahomes now, 93, Manning 92, Big Ben 87, Brady 86. And I'll give our old friend Matt Verderam this. The Chiefs had 30 first downs this weekend. The Raiders ran 30 plays. Mahomes was partying
back,
again.
Man.
Yep.
He is back. That offense that was terrifying to deal with a few years ago, I think they got another version of that too. Rashee Rice comes back and immediately makes an impact. Last guy for me. College basketball's here. It's kind of lurking in the weeds. I caught some highlights of A.J. DeBansa from BYU. Get to know that name, ladies and gentlemen, because last year's number 1 pick was Cooper Flagg. A.J. DeBansa and BYU took on Nebraska in an exhibition game, and this guy dropped 30, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, and a block. So as we get ready for college basketball, get ready to know the name A.J. DeBansa for BYU. He is an absolute star in the making. So A.J. DeBansa, paying off on the hype right out of the gate, partying like a raw star for BYU.
Projected number 1 pick already.
Yeah,
dominating.
Bunch of moolah out there in Utah. Yeah, he's a problem. He's got it all. He's got it all.
All right. That's Party Like a Raw Star for today. Coming up top of the hour, your chance to rant away. The floor is yours. The number is 821-9710. And TLC will line you up and we'll let you go. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
We've been your Jackets flagship station since day one. All the goals, all the action, all the memories. Your home for the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
If you love losing big money, then boy, do we have the promo code for you. Enter code BIGBEAUTIFULBILL to unlock these awesome offers. You can buy a car for even more money than before, or watch your heat and electric bills skyrocket. It's exclusive for everyone, thanks to Trump's Big Beautiful Bill, which our Senator John Huston supported. So use promo code BIGBEAUTIFULBILL. Sit back and crack open a cold one, but just one, because that's all you can afford. Paid for by NRDC Action Fund.
More and more these days, people who are in pain are taking control of their health and looking beyond traditional medicine. Hey, it's Tyvis Powell. People just like you are finding lasting relief without steroids, medication, or surgery. Right here in Columbus at QC Kinetics. You'll be treated by highly regarded orthopedic surgeon Dr. Ray Tesner, founder of Grant Sports Medicine. Here's how it works. Your blood contains tiny but mighty healing tools. At QC Kinetics, Dr. Tesner and his team get to the root of where your pain stems from, right down to the cells involved. By putting these natural elements to work, your body can revitalize your joints, literally using your own power to heal. It's a simple injection, not a hospital stay. It's fast, all natural, and there's no downtime. If your back, knees, or shoulders are keeping you from enjoying life, explore all your options before you agree to more pills or surgery. Find out if you're a good candidate. Go to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Game day glory starts here, Columbus. The 2025 Polestar 3 long-range dual motor is built to win, delivering Scandinavian luxury, cutting-edge design, and up to 350 miles of range. Right now, lease yours for $699 a month for 36 months with zero due-it signing. Visit Polestar Columbus on the Buyers Imports campus by the airport. The only place in Ohio where you can see, feel, and drive the difference. Monthly lease payment of $699 per month for 36 months. Offer expires November 2nd, 2025. See dealer for details or visit polestaroffers.com.
Finally, fall is here. The leaves are changing, the air is crisp, and the cooler temperatures are a welcome relief. But as those temperatures continue to drop, it's also a reminder that winter is just around the corner. We know it might feel a little early to start talking about freezing temperatures and snow, but now is the perfect time to make sure your roof is ready. Before the winter weather hits, wouldn't you like the peace of mind that your home is protected? If you're unsure about the condition of your roof or just want to be prepared for the months ahead, call the professionals you can trust at Newman Roofing. With over 30 years in business and 3 generations of Newmans in the roofing industry, we're dedicated to educating you about your roof so you understand exactly what's happening. We believe that an informed homeowner can make the very best decision for their needs. Give us at Newman Roofing a call today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF, or visit us online at newmanroofing.com. Let Newman Roofing help you prepare for winter the right way.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Columbus, the Blue Jackets schedule is out. And you can lock in your seats with ticket plans starting at just 11 games. Don't miss a moment of the action. Visit bluejackets.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
You've heard about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Yeah, that's an old one. My dad told that one to me. But when it's your real feet, it's not a game. It's awful. Hey, it's Anthony. I had pain in my feet and my lower back, so I went to the Good Feet store and got the support I needed in my shoes that changed the game for me. I went in and they personally fit me for arch supports that would be perfect for my feet. The fitting process is simple. They ask the right questions about exactly what I was experiencing and the lifestyle I want to be able to live. They professionally measured my feet and arch size, and before I knew it, I was wearing my new arch supports home. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I'm a customer. I have their 3-step system put into all of my shoes. Get professionally fitted at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. After a career-high 393 yards and 4 touchdowns Saturday, Ohio State quarterback Julian Sayin was named to this week's Davey O'Brien Grade 8 list, ranking among the country's top quarterbacks. Sayin on where he wants to improve.
I think really just improve on everything, improve my eyes, my feet, my decision-making, my accuracy, but, I think we did a couple good things. We did some good things on offense, and, we're going to keep building on that.
The 2 best words in sports, Game 7. Blue Jays visit the Mariners tonight at 8:10 in the final game of the ALCS. Winner faces the Dodgers Friday in the World Series. NFL tonight, Buccaneers are at the Lions at 7, then the Texans visit the Seahawks at 10. This update sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy rates lower than the national average, plus a special rate on balance transfers with a Visa Platinum or Visa with Rewards credit card. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The best teams don't always win titles. Sounds like AR and Maddie bragging about their fantasy teams.
Hey, that's cheating!
This is Rothman and Ice.
Not this year. One of us is going to get it done this year. This is the year.
Let's hope so, man. Let's hope.
This is the year Fink beats the stomach.
Come on, man.
All right. We got the floor is yours.
Yeah, get on in here.
821-9710 is the number if you want.
Oh, open mic night over here.
To talk privately with TLC.
Yeah, get on in
on
here.
Your own personal cameo. This would be a way for maybe you to make a little extra cash. Like you could even tout it that way. Call me. I won't put you on the air.
Yeah.
We'll go 3 minutes strong. And
well, it was odd because I was,
Venmoing.
Leaving one day and he was grinding the tape on the Deuce Bigelow, video. And I was wondering why he was studying that movie. And then he said he's got some weekend activity that he gets. That's how he makes his extra change. Little Deuce Bigelow.
Private runs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taking care of some folks out there. That's what TLC's into. You got to pay. He's got that new apartment. He's got to pay the bills somehow.
Oh, yeah. Got all those lotions and potions and robes.
Hot oils over there.
Wild lighting stuff.
We ready to go?
That beanbag chair. You guys know what a beanbag chair is?
Absolutely.
TLC, you know what a beanbag chair is?
I do.
Okay. I'm impressed. I've got control of the shot clock now. 24 seconds, correct?
Okay.
I've
Yes,
got
you do.
control.
Okay.
All right, who's on the line?
Let's go to Jeff in Southwest Columbus.
All right, Jeff, Southwest Columbus, you the man. We're going to set the shot clock for you. Fire away.
Uh-oh. Jeff, we got
Jeff. Joffrey.
Oh, we don't want to.
That's dead air is what that is. Oh, no.
There we go.
Oh,
Jeff,
yeah.
we got you.
Want me to restart? Jeff, you got us. I'm going to restart the clock for you.
All right, well, what I want to know is when is Keno's going to get a little quality time? There may be a time that we're going to need him. How many plays did he get this weekend? 2.
So mop-up time. I understand where you're going with that. Not a bad little conversation.
I think it's one that should be had. When is he going to do that? Because the only other time the guy got any real time was in the Missouri game, and he was scared to death.
Thank you for the call. It's an interesting kind of question that he brings up, AR, because I haven't found myself thinking that way watching these games, but it's something that we've heard Coach Day, and not only Coach Day talk about, but other coaches talk about, is just the importance of depth. I think they're probably leaning into the work that he's getting in practice right now, and there's only so much of that to go around. I understand wanting to see that. For me personally, I don't think it's needed in game action at the moment.
So what he's saying is something that's like in case of emergency. He's like, well, you can't just let him get in there and have a handoff. And the fact that he hasn't gotten any time since Minnesota, I feel like there is something there. And I don't even the Lincoln Keenholz package doesn't work every time anyway. And Sayin's proving he's mobile. This is just one of those things that down the way you'd like to see the guy get a little action and have a little confidence in case he has to. Even if Sayin got dinged up a little bit and didn't, had to leave the game for a little bit, or you know what I mean. Like, I understand it. It's one of those things that's down the way, but I don't actually hate that. I think it's a pretty good call, Jeff. All right, who's next?
Josh in Pickerington.
All right. Josh, fire away. You're up.
All right. I don't have a question, fellas. I just want to give some roses to Joe Flacco from Thursday night. As a Bengals fan, that was the biggest relief that we ever had. I'm going to tell you this. Joe Flacco went over 300-plus because Zach Taylor had the correct game plan, short pass after short pass, which opened up the Chase Brown run game. We are living high.
Nice. Okay, they're feeling the vibes. Oh, Uncle Joe got him going. I love it. I love that he brought up Zach Taylor's game plan. I did think it was good. He had Chase Brown and the tight end helping out, and it was, look, the arm talent is there, AR, and he has the playmakers. I love that energy from a Bengals fan right now. Like, how can you not feel good? I love that call. I'm here for it.
Listen, they thought Jake Browning was the floaties, stay afloat with Jake, and now it's stay afloat with Flacco.
That's it.
Right? All right, TLC, who's up next? He's still talking to people over there.
We got Craig in Worcester.
Okay.
All right, Craig. Craig, the floor is yours.
Okay, so you know how it was 4th down at the very end of the game. Wisconsin had the ball. They could have kicked the field goal and, spoiled OSU's chance for the shutout. Do you think Fickle in the back of his mind was like, that was my group back when I played in 92 through 96. That was my group when I coached them under Tress.
Oh, what do you think of that? Or looking out for his old alma mater and the silver bullets?
He's looking out for his job and the AD's job and everybody else.
Fick did get a vote of confidence from the AD today. There was a statement released today from the AD, so he does have that.
So that was where, at the 20? He could have taken the goose egg off the board. It wasn't like the worst. That's not the worst thing I've ever heard.
It was in
but
play.
I don't think his motivation was to give Ohio State a shutout. Unless there's some weird, wild message he wants to send his own team, I doubt it. But listen, back-to-back shutouts at home at Wisconsin, that's something you want to avoid. I don't know if anybody asked him about it, but it's a great comment. It's a great call.
It's a good call for sure.
All right. What else?
Vaughn in Columbus.
Oh, Vaughn. All right, Vaughn, the floor is yours, bud.
How we doing, guys? I wanted to talk real quick about a couple of betting woes from this weekend. So we lost the $8,000 parlay by two. Neither Rico Dowdle nor Chuba Hubbard could get in the end zone, nor Saquon or Jalen Hurts. You think those are for sure. AR, switch from Blue Jackets money line to alternate overs. One under the over. It's always money out.
Okay. I assume you meant hockey. By the way, I will keep track of that, Vaughn. What we need to do with the Blue Jackets, we may do this in the second half. I might take your advice in the second half of the season and see if we can't get back into the black on that. All right, who's up?
We got John in Columbus.
All right, John, the floor is yours, bud.
All right, we're on the same sports betting thread here. throttled last night due to the Falcons can't convert on a fourth down. We have tonight, we need Monty in the end zone. We got the Blue Jays are raking, and then we got to get the Bucks to cover 6. Just 6, not 6.5. So need that tonight. We're martingaling. We're dying. We need help bad.
All right, so I like your Toronto call. I'm a little bit. I would probably buy Tampa up to 7.5. I would do that personally. Monty could get into the end zone because he's the end zone guy inside the 5, not Jahmyr Gibbs, unless they're running something stupid to Goff again. But I would say that they're splitting more carries with Monty now, and he is the guy, and it's at home. For an anytime touchdown for Monty, I like that. I might, if I was doing his 3-way feast, I would buy it up to 7.5, and then I would go Monty in the end zone if he wants to do anytime touchdown, and then I do like his Toronto bet.
Both Gibbs and Montgomery have 4 touchdowns on the year, but the carries right now, 87 for Gibbs, 65 for Montgomery. Yeah. And I like the bet of Monty getting into the end zone because I think this game has a chance to get high scoring tonight. Could be
I'm going to need your guys' advice later.
Okay.
Because I have a cash out on tonight's game. I want you to know ask you guys if I should take that.
I'm here for you.
All right, TLC.
Danny in Delaware.
All right, Big Danny in Delaware. The floor is yours.
Gentlemen, good afternoon. I was actually on last week.
Wonderful.
I gave my hot take of the Browns suck. Guess what? The Browns are back. After one weekend, that's what they do to Browns fans. They just change the dynamic of the entire division. We still have a chance. Quinshon Judkins is a dog. The defense is a dog. We still got a shot. Hey. Go Browns, go Bucks.
You know what? You know what my rant is, Danny? I wonder if Cleveland radio is firing everybody today. And I know they played Miami. No one should be throwing a parade in downtown Cleveland. But look how this happens. They were supposed to win. They won. That game was fit for them. That's the worst rushing defense in the NFL, Miami, against the Browns and Quinshon Judkins. Are they back? No. Is Miami gone? Yes.
You know what I love, though, is that we had a Browns fan and a Bengals fan call in, and you can just feel the emotion, the positive emotion. That's what a fan, especially in the NFL, you get that one win, and you just that jolt of adrenaline and just happiness, it just runs through your veins. And I don't blame them at all, man.
Change the trajectory of the division. Are you kidding me?
Hey, let him have his time.
The floor is his.
You know what? The floor is his.
The floor is his.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it's not because the floor is Brad and Lewis Centers.
What's up, Brad?
Floor is yours, Brad.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
Little appreciation and a rant. Appreciation is thank you guys for the Blue Jackets tickets. Won them on Thursday. The rant is Jalen Ramsey is the most overrated NFL player in all history.
Okay.
It should be better.
It was.
He should be better.
It was some sticker shock for me going away from Minka to Jalen Ramsey. Now, look, Minka's play over the last few years wasn't as sharp as it was out of the gate, but I'm with you, AR. The expectation for what Ramsey was supposed to be bringing, haven't necessarily seen that yet. Look, he had some good moments in that Jets game where he blew up Garrett Wilson, to end the game, but outside of that, not a ton to write home about for old Jalen Ramsey.
No,
right now.
you can say right now that the trade is backfired. It's off. Right?
I don't think either team feels great about the trade.
Yeah, it failed. All right. You got anybody else?
Yeah, let's do Josh and Gehenna.
Josh, floor is yours,
hey,
bud.
How's it going?
Good.
Hey, I was calling to see are you guys at all concerned with Ohio State's run game? I know we had 41 yards going into the fourth quarter, and it just seems like we're lacking that physicality on that side of the ball. I mean, the passing game is good, but we just don't. Michigan, they got, a couple good physical running backs, and it seems like Ohio State lacks in that department.
It's a conundrum right now. It's confusing. I asked Jim Lachey about it earlier, if he wanted to change personnel a little bit. The fact that the pass blocking, they're giving Sayin 5 minutes to throw, and yet they need to blow people off the ball. I don't know if it's a blocking scheme thing or whether the change in running backs, because you got a different guy. Isaiah West looked good at the end of the game, but that was against a worn-down Wisconsin team. I think it will be okay, but did he use the word alarming or concerned? I can't remember which word he used. I'd be under that slightly, but it is, if I was nitpicking the game over the weekend, I would say that a couple of curious calls with the 3rd and short, can't get it, and the fact that does, in a big game, but I don't know what teams can do to take away the passing game, because if they do that, then the running game might open up. But it's definitely something that if you were looking at one thing, that would be it.
After 7 games, 10th in the conference in rushing yards per touch is not where they want to be or need to be. So it's something I can't sit here and say I'm overly concerned about it, but that and the kicking stuff is something that I have been thinking about as far as down the line when games are tight, right? When you have to do it, throw people around. Can your offensive line move another really good team off the line of scrimmage consistently? That's a question for me, and also the special team stuff. So, yeah, it's something that I've been thinking about for sure. It's not nothing, in my opinion.
Let's work one more in if we can.
Yeah, we got one more. Let's stay in Gahanna. Let's do Dawson.
Hey, I want to talk about Grant Delpit, and if we need to give him his flowers, because we talk about Miles, Denzel, Carson. You know, Grant forced that fumble. He had that big hit, the turnover on downs, and then he's willing to talk the smack, talk the trash, and he backs it up with that. He's cracked Derrick Henry a couple times, and that's not someone that's easy to get.
Mm-hmm. No, I like the call, and you look at the last 2 weeks, and you can definitely feel his presence, man. He's flying around in the position that he plays. You're talking about a guy last 2 weeks combining 10 tackles, in the Steelers and Dolphins game. Yeah, that's what you want, is guys outside of Denzel, Miles popping off the screen, especially when you lose J.O.K. There needed to be some other playmakers stepping up, and Delpit's doing that right now.
His first year in the Jim Schwartz defense is now allowing him to showcase his ability. And he's it. I think he's one of the more underrated players. The players don't think that way, because in the survey, I think he was way up there on underrated players amongst his peers. So pretty good call there. All right, the floor is yours.
Good stuff, guys.
Outstanding. Well done. Way to bring it. We come back. And then everybody that got to talk to TLC privately and Venmoed him some cash. We appreciate you as well. Speaking of the Browns, that caller early on, are they back? What are they made of? This is the time to really discuss it, because they kept their coach upright this week. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Are you fired up? Is it Monday? It must be Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. PNCs apply. In-app only.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
Matty Ice here for McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. I recently brought a brand new Chevy Trax from McDaniel GM Superstore. It was by far, guys, the best car purchase I have ever made. And right now, you can get a 2025 Trax at McDaniel GM Superstore for as low as $315 a month with zero due at signing for qualified buyers. They're going to treat you like family, just like they did me. There's just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
You've heard about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Yeah, that's an old one. My dad told that one to me. But when it's your real feet, it's not a game. It's awful. Hey, it's Anthony. I had pain in my feet and my lower back, so I went to the Good Feet store and got the support I needed in my shoes that changed the game for me. I went in, and they personally fit me for arch supports that would be perfect for my feet. The fitting process is simple. They ask the right questions about exactly what I was experiencing and the lifestyle I want to be able to live. They professionally measured my feet and arch size, and before I knew it, I was wearing my new arch supports home. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I'm a customer. I have their 3-step system put into all of my shoes. Get professionally fitted at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
We have made our community a very important part of our business. One of the things that many people may not realize is that I was born and raised in Columbus. Our plant is in Columbus. all of our employees are from Ohio, and the community hears about all that stuff. And so the community trusts us.
See for yourself. Visit RosatiWindows.com or come to our showroom located at 4200 Roberts Road.
Dormar, you're kind of cute.
Ugh, gross. Can I come over to your house one time and you not have your husband prancing around in his tighty-whities?
Well, I can't do laundry because our septic line is clogged.
Call Dormar. They do same-day plumbing repair.
Dormar, you're kind of cute.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472-2000, 614-472-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-472-2000, 614-472-2000.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers? Use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Love football, love wings. Put those bad boys together and you get Austin and Vern live at Roosters.
Presented by Bryant Heating and Cooling.
Large amounts of football and all the donkey sauce you can handle. Mondays on the Fans YouTube channel. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A beautiful, crisp fall day across central Ohio with afternoon highs only getting into the low 60s and winds could be a little bit breezy at times. But we stay dry all the way into tonight with mostly clear skies overnight and our lows in the mid to upper 40s. For Tuesday, chances of rain on and off throughout the day. Otherwise, a mix of sun and clouds and warmer with highs in the mid to upper 60s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Anthony's hidden talent is weaving a movie quote into every conversation. It's mostly not annoying. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
Not for the people to get it. All right. Here's a stat for you boys. When your name is mentioned complimentary in the same sentence as Tom Brady, as the only guy, I think it's kind of funny and cool. So the last two quarterbacks with 100-plus pass attempts and exactly two touchdown passes and no interceptions. Like, it had to hit on that number.
So 100 on the nose.
Kind of a backhanded compliment because it's exactly 2 passing touchdowns, which wouldn't be a ton, but it's
okay.
Right.
So 100
no
on the
picks.
nose, 2 tutties, no picks. That's the line.
In their first 3 NFL starts.
Is this and you're
Brady
saying Brady and Dylan Gabriel?
That's right. That's right. He'll always have that.
I'd hang that plaque up.
That's it.
In the man
the
cave.
Pictures of the two.
Yes.
Retire now.
I'm putting that up in the man cave if I'm Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because obviously no one's comparing, but it's kind of like the who cares stat in a way. But if you're a Browns fan, and that game was built on running and shredding Miami and waiting for Tua to make a mistake and watching the Dolphins unravel and watching their coach just try to mumble his way through whatever because now he's got, this was Tua trying to come back from, I sent you that clip from McDaniel, right?
Yeah.
All right. When you give me a thumbs up when you get that handy.
Thumbs up.
All right. Let's
wait. Do it now or?
Yes, when I stop talking.
Verbal
when I tell you to play it. Yes. It's like Moneyball. Do you want me to talk? Yes, when I point at you. So when I point at you, you can play it. You and I both went into this game thinking this was the Browns game to win. This is the one they had to have. It was set up for them. Miami's been pointing fingers all week. Their coach is on the hot seat. We actually called it it was the hot seat bowl for us on Friday. I'm not saying Stefanski would have been fired if he loses, but this would have been this would have been tough, Matty, for even the people that like Stefanski to back him on. If a 1-5 team came in from South Florida into a rainy, windy, weird Cleveland and won that game, you'd start questioning not their talent, but whether truly he is the right guy to lead them.
Yeah, I think that would have been fair, but they didn't mess around, especially the defense. And the Miami Dolphins right now, I mean, they quit. That's what I saw yesterday. There's a team that had no desire to want to play that game or continue to play that game, especially when Tua started doing some of the nonsense he was doing under center. But on the Browns side of things, defense, check. Quinshon Judkins, again, check. A trio of touchdowns from him, and they did what they were supposed to do. And so a good outing for the Browns. They haven't had many of those outside of the one against Green Bay. But, yes, there's not many you should win games in the NFL. This was one of those for the Browns, and they looked the part. And this rookie class, again, there's always a guy or two every single week from this rookie class that shows you that they're going to be, I think, reliable pieces in the future. And that's why when it comes to the Stefanski and Berry conversation, is Andrew Berry doing enough to stick around if they decide to move on from one, or maybe it is both? But I do think this rookie class that he and his scouting department put together, it's a good one. The quarterbacks, we got a ways to go with that. But around Dillon and Shedeur, if you're a Browns fan, you got to like what you're seeing from this rookie class, because these guys from start to finish have showed you that they can be impactful, and as the game slows down for them, they're going to be even better. And so I was thinking about that too, because I think it's fair to question the security of both these guys. But man, if Andrew Berry is going to show them why he should hang on to his gig, I think he's doing a good job of that this year.
What's weird is that if he does bag him, then that would mean, or if they both get bagged or whatever it is, it's Haslam thinking that I'm not going to, if we don't have a quarterback, he's probably thinking if I don't have a quarterback, if I know I don't have the future, and I'm going to get the future next year again, try to swing again, am I going to hand that guy to these guys? Am I going to hand him to this head coach? I think that's a real conversation to have.
Yeah.
He's had some hits, right? This isn't Delpit. We just got the call on Delpit. It's a good draft pick. Right?
Yeah. And look at the trade he just made.
JOK, some other guys,
100%.
Emerson. Yeah.
I mean, there's always going to be misses for GMs. And I'm not sitting here saying that everything Andrew Berry has done has been absolutely awesome. I just think what he's been doing recently is really good stuff from a GM. And you make a trade for Tyson Campbell with Jacksonville. He makes a pick 6 in this one. And the Travis Hunter trade right now, it looks like the Browns are kind of winning that as well. And I know, Travis Hunter scored his first touchdown, but he hasn't been lights out on either side of the ball. So I think Andrew Berry's done a pretty good job this year with this class. And I wonder if that's going to be enough to save him at the end of the year.
It's one of those things that it's all kind of the window dressing. It's all right, new stadiums come in, potentially another quarterback taking a swing again. And by the way, will they be bad enough to feel like because the quarterback class will be better, but the interesting part will be they'll still have Shedeur. Whether Shedeur even gets a shot this year, who knows? The way Dillon is actually kind of keeping him afloat. Here's Mike McDaniel at the podium after the game.
There's a lot of guys that will have an important work week because we're not. I mean, if you are negatively affecting the football team routinely, I don't have a choice but to, assess a different player, and I have to coach a lot better as well. So we're going to find out who and what we're made of.
He doesn't know what to say anymore, right? He's lost.
Let me ask you this: if he looked like Dan Campbell, and was a former player, would you judge him any differently?
Me, no.
The stuff that he's saying, would it come out with more credibility?
No, because I thought out of the gate when Dan Campbell was doing the whole we're biting kneecap stuff, I thought that was a little crazy. And I looked at his obviously physique, I was like, that's a football coach, but the stuff he's saying is wild. So no, I don't look at that.
I agree with you. Here's where I think it's sad and real at the same time. I think when you're winning, the bookworm, the analytics guy, the guy that you didn't think was going to be a great coach, then it's like he's the boy wonder. He's got a little bit of wizardry going. When you're losing, that's when you kind of need the ex-player. You need that credibility in the locker room to hold things together. I think that's the tough, sad reality of having this kind of a coach, is that when it's working, everyone buys into it. And when it's not, there's not a whole lot to lean on because he doesn't really inspire. And it's not his fault. The coaches can only do so much. They are at the pro level, so you expect a lot. But his quarterback and what they have to really offer, this thing's going to get wiped out. The best thing they could do is probably tank it out and move on. These are the ones that have a little bit of a short shelf life. And I'm not saying the guys of the past that looked like the wore the suit and tie, the Tom Landrys, the guys that, the George Seiferts, like,
because to your point, AR,
but they were winning a lot, and they never had these really horrible moments.
Yeah, I think you're all over it because Dan Campbell, his style of coaching, what has followed all the rah-rah stuff out of the gate is success and a built identity year in and year out that we're going to be the toughest team. We're going to be the team that always goes for it on fourth down. And when that happens year after year and week after week, then people can buy into those things. Because if you are Dan Campbell and you're doing that and Detroit's just a 500 team or a bad team, there's probably dudes looking around that would be looking around saying, like, all right, we get it. Like, you can wear out your welcomes. We heard similar things about Pete Carroll at the back end of his time in Seattle, to where all that energy and just all those speeches week in and week out. It's great when we got the LOB and Marshawn Lynch and all that, and we're winning. But when stuff started to fade, there were stories coming out of Seattle that his message was falling on deaf ears.
Yep. And that's where McDaniel now is going to have a really hard time bandaging this up. He just is. He's just not that guy. Maybe they respect him more than I know, but that commentary that he just had is lost.
It's rough.
And at least come out with something emphatic.
I hear you.
Hey, as long as I'm here, this is my team, and I'm going to take responsibility for it. And if guys aren't going to give the effort, they're gone. Like, I'm going to coach this team until they tell me I can't. Like, he's got to come out stronger than that.
No, I completely agree. I won't be surprised if Miami's a seller, like pretty heavy seller right when we get to the trade deadline here in a couple of weeks, like Waddle and those guys, because I think they're at a point, AR, where you look at where they are and when you look at where the Bills and the Patriots are in your division, you're not close to them right now. So you got to tear it down and start over.
It's halftime here on Rothman and Ice. That means hit the bathroom, concessions, all that good stuff, because Adam King from 10 TV is next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Hey, friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
Your car needs a new battery. That'll be $19,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a second opinion.
You wouldn't accept that quote, so why accept this one from that other company?
$19,000 for a new sewer line.
I'm going to call the waterworks instead.
Facing an expensive sewer repair? If another company's quote is way more than expected, call the Waterworks for a second opinion. We have the most experienced drain techs in Central Ohio. Call 614-232-2222.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we've got a problem at Pella.
I like where this is going.
Because of Pella's reputation and quality, a lot of folks assume that we're out of budget.
Oh, I hate hearing.
But we've actually got 5 awesome window lines that fit any budget, from the $300,000 to the $3 million home, and far from the most expensive.
So you actually don't have a problem. Awesome.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Another reason to choose Hinderer Motor Company for your next vehicle. This is Justin Hinderer. Every vehicle comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, award-winning service, and our exclusive Carvenience. We pick up your vehicle, service it, and return it so you save time and enjoy peace of mind. That's Carvenience. At Hinderer Motor Company, we take care of everything so you can drive worry-free. See why we're the best choice for your next new or used car by visiting HindererMotorCompany.com.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
These two have a ton in common. Anthony loves hockey, and Maddie's always cold. This is Rothman and Ice.
All right, our man from 10 TV is back from Madison. Spotted Cow. All sorts of good stuff. Good to see you, Adam King.
Hey, it is a pleasure to be here. It is the highlight of my Monday every single Monday.
At least it is for you.
Yeah. I realized the other day, have you ever seen Jingle All the Way?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're my number one customer. I say on air all the time with anybody that joins me, best in the business right here. And finally, people are like, why are you calling that guy the best in the business? I thought I was the best in the business. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, I got to tone this down. You're my number one customer.
Arnold is a underrated comedic actor. Like, you know him from Terminator. You know him from all that stuff, all the action stuff. Mm-hmm. He's very underrated in the kind of comedy drama.
Let me tell you that.
Jingle All the Way may be the most underrated holiday movie of all time.
For those that can't see, I'm giving a
Tom Arnold in it as well.
Little golf clap.
And Sinbad in it.
Sinbad's very good at it. Turbo Man. And not only is Turbo Man like a cool idea, but the action in the movie at the end is pretty well done.
Listen, if you're looking for a new Christmas staple, it's
been around a long time.
No, it's brand new. Just came out in 1993. Watch
96.
96. Watch yourself some Jingle All the Way. It is absolutely a staple.
Have you seen it, man?
Yeah, I have, and I'm scared to ask this. The question that we're all scared to ask on this show. What's somebody up to? What's Sinbad up to?
Well, it's a good question.
And I'm scared.
I think you're thinking of...
We're good?
I think he had a health concern, though, recently.
There's another comedian in that era.
If you look up Sinbad, his number one movie, Jingle All the Way.
But TLC, you're telling me we're good. Sinbad's still...
We're alive.
Okay, good. Okay, got a little nervous. I don't know.
He didn't say well. Just said alive.
We were on the road a couple of weeks ago, and the photographer said that he really wanted to meet Dick Butkus.
Okay.
And he was trying to run into Dick Butkus. And I
what?
It's going to take a while.
In fact, because he's an alum of Illinois?
Yeah, they were doing some honorary thing for him that day. He's like, oh, maybe he'll be here. Yeah. And then one Google search, and I said, I don't think he's going to be here, big guy.
Maddie, who was I thinking that you were thinking of? Bernie Mac?
Well, I know he's not. Yeah,
okay, maybe that's who I was.
We got to pour one out.
Boy, this show took a turn.
Mr. 3000, one of the best baseball movies of all time.
Is that the one with the robot?
No. That's where Bernie Mac...
spilling stuff.
I didn't spill anything. I got my lid on. That's when he tries to come back to chase 3,000 hits. And he is just an absolute thorn in the side of all his teammates until he isn't. So I enjoyed anything Bernie Mac did.
They wiped out a few of his hits, right? He had to come back.
He had to come home back. He had to come home back as an OG.
Retire.
Yeah. So, I like Mr. 3000. Yeah. Sneaky good baseball movie.
Madagascar 2, that's where I know him from.
Wait, you know Bernie Mac? Okay, I was going to say, come on. Not the Bernie Mac show? Did you ever watch the Bernie Mac show?
I have seen the Bernie. Pride is a great Bernie Mac movie.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, it's a great one.
I don't think I've seen
Do you have the bye-week blues?
No, I think the bye week comes at a good time here. I think.
Thanks, Coach.
Are you going out of the country again?
I was going to say.
Where are you going this week?
Guam. You guys ever been to Guam?
But I mailed a lot of dog toys there.
To Guam?
Yep.
Harry from C-Bus, is AR thinking of Earthquake?
Earthquake?
As far as what?
Who you're mistaking?
Maybe are you just thinking about earthquakes? Maybe Harry's just checking in.
I'm not mistaking him. I thought Maddie, when he asked if Sinbad was still alive, I thought he was talking. I thought in his mind he was thinking Bernie Mac.
No, I unfortunately knew that Bernie was gone. But yeah, Sinbad.
Bad Santa's the Christmas movie he's in.
That is a good movie.
Santa.
That is actually.
Yeah, I mailed.
Did somebody receive them, or you just sending stuff to Guam? You can't just write a country on there and send it.
My friends at DHL.
Yeah.
That's how I met Whiskey Paul. He's the one that connected me. And so my other buddy, Dan Bilbao.
You making up these names?
Is that a real name?
It's a real name.
Bilbao.
Yes, nephew of Dan Fouts. Yeah.
So Dan Bilbao is the nephew of Dan Fouts.
That's right.
It's interesting that they have the same...
Bilbao knows Whiskey Paul, and they both worked for DHL.
Okay.
And Whiskey Paul was the one that helped me ship a lot of dog stuff to Guam, where there's obviously homeless animals.
Am I in a Godfather reenactment here? You're like, Whiskey Paul used to help me mail some stuff, and then he got old to Dan. And
Guam sounds, great for people. I don't know about for animals.
I've never been to Guam.
You said you were going this week.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
We'll
enjoying.
stop off in the Philippines and then do a jump out to Guam.
Yeah, exactly. I am happily staying here. Listen, it's week 10 of high school football.
Got to grind.
Stuff's getting real.
Yeah, make sure you highlight my Pick North Panthers too. Make sure
I won't
you
highlight
take care of
anything
them.
in Pickerington.
How are the
As a Gahanna kid?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. You know how many?
You guys don't win enough. You guys have one high school, one big city. You guys don't win hardly anything. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Those are just the facts, they are.
I thought we win in producing
television content.
Talent.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Let me get Yolanda over here.
That's right.
You go to Gahanna?
She did.
Okay.
I used to walk past Yolanda's picture every day in school, and I said, one day, I'm going to sit next to that woman on the desk.
Sure, she would love
and
you
all these
saying that.
people
Dream
said,
came
please
true.
stop pointing at her and saying that. It's very weird.
You just stopped and stared at it.
I tried to take it
just
a couple times.
Yeah.
They said, leave it alone.
Was the old jump around in person as advertised?
Oh, my goodness. That was the most anticlimactic thing ever.
Because of the lack of people?
Oh, first of all, the best part of the entire thing, did you see the shirtless guys waving?
It's a new thing in college
yes,
football, right?
That was the best energy in the stadium the entire time.
You said the jump around was a letdown, though, for you.
Yes. No. Mind you, I have seen jump around my whole life. It's top 3 college football traditions. So you're in that moment.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, my gosh, I'm here. It's happening. And then, half the stadium is like, boy, this is awful. Half of them are chanting Fire Fickle while the song's going on. You're like, I want to enjoy this.
Okay, what is more electric? The Ohio song when it plays at the shoe, or the jump around when Wisconsin doesn't even want to be there?
Ohio. Isn't that what you just yell Ohio?
Ohio.
There you go.
Ohio.
Yeah, we might have to.
I will say this.
Yeah, we might have to move on to something else next year.
Shout from Oregon was better than jump around.
Okay.
Yeah. And now
that's because Oregon's good.
No, yes, that's
Helps.
the thing. They were playing the number 1 team in the country. They were winning the game. The electricity was unbelievable. And I have heard the stories of jump around in a night game when Wisconsin is in a football game. And I have no doubt that is one of the best traditions. The jump around that I experienced was more like a hop around. It was more like a hop to the exits. Okay. They had I've never seen this in my entire life covering sports, other than at the very end of a massive game. They had a line to leave. Jump around ended, and people were just in a line to get out of the stadium. It was people were waiting, and you would have thought the game had been a double overtime finish, and that's it. All right, time to go home, guys. And it was still the start of the fourth quarter.
When they showed the kickoff on TV, and you had the moment where you could see from Ohio State's view, and looked like 25% of the stadium was empty.
Well, you should know, and the student section was empty to start the game.
Okay.
I've never seen this also, and this tells you the state of the football program. The student section filled up by halftime.
So that whole empty part at the end?
Not completely, but it was just a constant stream of people that could not have cared less about the football game. Yeah. They were like, I guess we should probably get in there. Jump around starts in the fourth quarter. Then they all got settled in for jump around, and then they were all just headed for the exits. It was wild. It was like they all came together to sing a song.
There was no hope. They watched their team get smashed by Iowa the week before, and you would think maybe the Ohio State rub would give them a little bit more buzz, but wow, that's crazy. That
when I talked to a girl on Friday, I did a story on the confidence level of Wisconsin.
When you talk to a girl,
I talked to a girl.
What does that even mean?
Were you dorm storming?
When I talked to a girl
on campus,
he was dorm storming
on campus on Friday. I talked to one of the a girl on campus about the confidence level of the team.
Yeah,
and she said, and I quote, "If they play hard and they do their best, it might not be awful." That is when I knew we were headed. This was I was trying to find somebody.
Would you like to guess the spread on what Wisconsin is getting at Oregon this week?
Oof. Well, the fact that Ohio State only covered 34 was crazy. I would say it'd have to be 35.
It's 34. Oregon by 34.
That's a good guess, Adam.
Yeah. Thank you. I do my best. I do my best work in that department.
Feels like they should be getting more, just like I've thought Wisconsin should be getting more.
If Ohio State was at home, I think Ohio State's probably a 40-point favorite in that game.
All right, we'll attack the game next. Stick around, if you will.
I might not.
Okay.
We'll just have to wait and see. The listeners will have to stay through the commercial break.
What will they be hoping for?
I know it's a lot
Leave
of them.
or stay. It's kind of an over-under.
Yeah. A lot of them are going to say leave.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt
If we
my
took
heart.
a poll, it'd probably be leave.
By a 98%.
We'll come back. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this. Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose, so you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spreads, totals, or player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet just $5. It's the only betting app I use. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. In-app only.
Hey, Aaron, what are we going to do with these 41 new trucks you bought?
Those extra trucks are to make sure that we can always send someone to the rescue when a customer needs us.
Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians to the rescue.
Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
Get Eco.
Aaron, you bought those 41 new trucks at exactly the right time.
I know, Jerry, because everyone, everywhere, is needing help with their furnace right now.
Summertime is when furnaces develop problems.
The contacts and relays and sensors get all wonky.
Because summertime is when furnaces are not being used.
And our technicians can unwonk them.
Get Eco.
If you need someone to unwonk your furnace, get Eco.
Our technicians can unwonk anything.
And with 41 new trucks, they can get there fast, fast, fast. Give it away, plumbers, genius electricians, and gonna keep you warm all winter HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Newman Roofing, as part of its 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to recognize individuals who have made an impact for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Caitlin Brown. Caitlin has made an impact by creating the Handy Capable Kitchen, which raises money for Toys for Tots through her local Chili Fest. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to join forces with 10 TV and The Fan in celebrating our ongoing commitment to the community.
Hey Columbus, it's Lorenzo Stiles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. It's football season, and just like on the field, success starts with the right game plan and the right team. That's why I'm proud to team up with Monogram Homes. They're the true custom home builder, bringing precision, creativity, and attention to every detail, just like we do on Saturdays. If you're ready to build, don't settle for standard. Go custom. Go Monogram. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Join now.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems in Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Rothman and Ice present Buckeye Bulletin.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
Well, I mean,
some of the run game, needs to be better, I think. But we'll go back and figure out what's going on with that. I think, we had the special teams breakdown, which we can't have happen. I mean, that can cost you a game. And that was ridiculous. So, there are certainly areas that I won't get into because I don't want to give anybody anything to look at. But we know what our issues are, and we have to continually work on them to get them better, and then continually put guys in position to be successful. Because sometimes it isn't always the issues as it is. All right, here's a strength of somebody. How do we put them in a position to go do that? And in all three phases. So that's our job as coaches. Bye week comes at a good time. We can kind of get healthy here. We know we got a big one at Penn State at home. So we'll take a couple days to catch our breath and then get back after it.
By the way, it's noon. Penn State's at noon.
Yep. Yeah. It's a nooner.
It's the blackout game in daylight.
Okay. I don't think the
right?
Yeah.
I get. Is it the blackout game? I forget.
It is. You time it out with the solar eclipse, you could get something pretty cool in there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a little antithetical.
Antithetical.
By the way, did you use that on TV last Monday or Tuesday?
If you think I have the memory.
Okay, yeah. What a letdown.
Yeah.
Where are you on?
Wait a minute.
Where are you on questioning?
Time out. What a letdown.
You said
Not
you were going
one
to.
of you two or you.
That's a good point. He's about to make a good point. That's a
to
great.
just see if I did it. Don't come after me.
I'm not coming after you.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I've accidentally watched, so don't.
Yeah, but the fact that we're a week later and you're like,
confession.
did you use that?
The reason curious. I don't think he was judging you.
There was some conviction in your voice last week that this was happening. Like the way that you laid it out to us was like, this is a sure thing.
I feel like he was a coach right there. You kind of lobbed him a softball just on a curious question, and then he just jumped down your throat like some coaches would do, like based on.
Don't come after my team.
That's
all
right.
Don't come after my team.
Me.
Listen, I know what you're capable of, and I know that you can do it. I'm not even disappointed that you didn't do it. Just get it in there today.
Leave it in today.
Where are you as an electronic media member, electronic journalist? Where are you on asking, questioning Ohio State, who's clearly the number one team in the land, about this lack of just blowing people off the ball, that they can block for Julian Sayin for 5 minutes, yet when it's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, they can't get the hard yards?
I think that is my answer.
Mike McDaniel?
Yeah, exactly. When you look at the right side of that offensive line, they've got to get some things figured out. And I think they know that, and they're trying to figure it out. Taylor Shabol's got to take a big step up here. The pass blocking, as you said, is exceptional. The run game, that was Wisconsin's strength, and Wisconsin did something that no team has really done this year, which is you're going to have to beat us through the air. Our secondary's awful. We're going to make sure that you just cannot run on us. And so Ohio State said, you know what? Dang it, I guess we'll throw to Carnell and Jeremiah and Brandon Ennis. All right. The run game, I don't think that there is anybody inside the Woody that would tell you it's anywhere near where they want it to be. But my worry level right now is at a 5. If it continues, I do think that they're challenging the run game more. They want to run between the tackles. They want to be able to do that. And the only way to grow in that is to continue to just do it. Like there's not the reps are the reps. You have, and that means that a lot of people at home are going to get frustrated when Jeremiah Smith's in one-on-one coverage on the outside, and you're saying, why are you not throwing to him? Because we know we can throw to him.
You know what's weird for me, Maddie? And I'll bring you into this too.
Thanks.
Ohio State. Well, I just want to.
Okay. Very antithetical.
They have become a very predictable, unpredictable team, meaning they're starting to sink into this. We're going to run play action on every 2nd and 5. Yeah. Like a run. We're going to run play action on 2nd and 5. And yet on 3rd and 4, 3rd and 7, we're going to run. So they've almost flipped the script, and that's why I say they're becoming predictably or unpredictably predictable, meaning that they try this and it's worked for a while. Like if you watch that game on the weekend, all the first downs and 2nd and 5s, they were running play action, and they were doing fine with it, whether it was a tight end sitting down or whether it was an RB on a release. Yeah. And then I thought it was a couple of curious calls where he's running on 3rd and 4 and 3rd and 7. And so they're trying to do it, and I'm wondering whether he thinks they can do it on unpredictable running downs. But, yeah, it is weird that they can't move the pile enough. They got great talent, and whether the best five are out there or the personnel he wants, it sounds in his voice that he's going to try to examine that this week.
Air, you know I'm a subscriber to if you can't pick up a yard, you don't deserve to win. I know you are not in that camp,
like that.
but I would be lying if I sat here and said, do I know, Adam King, that in a tough game to where the talent is kind of even, right, against, let's say, a big boy down the road, if they line it up in a 3rd and 1 and a 4th and 1 in a critical situation, would I have 100% confidence that they would convert that? I'm not there yet. But it's not something to where I look at that as something that's going to hold them back from accomplishing what I think they can accomplish this year. But it's got to get better for sure.
So here's where I am. And maybe I'm in a different, maybe I'm wrong. I very well could be, and I could be proven wrong. It could be detrimental to this team in the run. But I think at a 4th and 1, a game on the line, I think they'd get up there and QB sneak it. I think they know that the ways they can get the yards if they need them. So they're trying to find ways, like you said, a 3rd and 4. Let's spread everybody out and then run the ball. Let's see if we can do this. I have been of the belief for the last few weeks that they are hammering home their weakness, knowing full well that on 3rd and 1, that is my big. I said I'm a 5 on the run game. My biggest concern, I'm probably about a 7 on the 3rd and 1. Okay. But I do think in the critical scenario, they would get up there and push that thing.
Push. Okay.
Yeah, like I don't think, but you don't want to practice that because you know you can do that. So why not practice trying to get C.J. Donaldson to get that 1 yard?
At 27-0, should Lincoln have been in the game?
No,
okay.
Because I understand that argument. Hey, you got to get the young guys reps. Julian saying this is his, what is it, 3rd career road game? You got to get Julian Sayin reps.
That's real.
I mean, this is his first season. If this was Julian Sayin next year in Game 10, yeah, absolutely. Like, we know it. But for him, that throw against Brandon Ennis was an amazing throw.
Well, he had already thrown it probably 30-some-odd times.
Yeah.
When you say get him reps.
Every rep matters, Rothman. Let me tell you a little thing about football, all right?
Okay, go ahead.
You can't simulate a game in practice, all right?
What if the defense you're facing in practice is better than the one you'll see on Saturday?
I think that
I can't simulate it?
I think that is detrimental to Ohio State. Their defense is so good that I'm sure the offense is throwing their headsets every day in practice. So when they get to Wisconsin, they're like, Julian, go have some fun out there, all right?
Okay.
These guys don't have Caleb Downs. There's no Arvell Reese out there at 8'5" running after you. So,
do they actually use headsets in practice?
Yeah, they use walkie-talkies there. They simulate a game.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, they're right on top of them, but a lot of the time, you want to have that same, hand over your ears, listening to the play call.
Yeah. It's like going to Wisconsin. You zip in, you zip out. That's what you did.
You jump around.
Yeah. All right, so all good. You found a breakfast place open early enough for your liking. Everything went okay. Trip was smooth.
Trip was smooth. We went to the Woody Wagon. That was pretty cool. Bob Evans, I didn't try it this time. I didn't have to wake up until 8 o'clock this time, which was nice. Got to sleep in a little bit. And then I had to call into a radio show and talk to these guys. That was something.
All right, have fun on your European vacation this week.
Hey, I'll see you next Monday. What happens between the Mondays should be the title of this.
What happens between the Mondays?
Between the Mondays.
With Adam King.
Because then we come back and then we just digest everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Regurgitated.
A little Fiber One bar.
All right, have fun today.
Hey, you have fun today.
Thanks, bud. We'll come back. Deep dive next. And the travesty that could be the Heisman. We'll talk about it next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Bobby Carpenter demands that you watch Morning Juice on YouTube. If you don't, Tito will move into your house.
Live at 6 a.m. on YouTube and streaming on the Fan app.
Regenerative treatments for joint pain are creating lots of excitement in the orthopedic community. QC Kinetics Medical Director Dr. Ray Tessner recalls a recent conversation with one of the country's most acclaimed orthopedic doctors.
He said, when you and I are young, the arthroscope was a quantum leap in treating orthopedic problems. I think regenerative medicine is the new arthroscope.
Surgery is no longer the go-to solution for chronic joint pain in your knees, hips, shoulder, or back. QC Kinetics is leading the next quantum leap. All-natural regenerative treatments that provide relief and mobility.
I think one of the tenets of being a good physician is the old saying of do no harm. That's what I enjoy about this form of treatment is there's very little chance that we're going to cause harm, and that's refreshing to me to be able to eliminate the dangers that that can come sometimes with surgeries.
Book your free consultation today in Dublin or Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. Or go to qckinetics.com/Columbus.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Now at Great Lakes Hyundai, lease a new 2026 Hyundai Tucson SE for just $189 a month. You heard it, $189. Plus get owner assurance and America's best warranty. 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Only at Great Lakes Hyundai, Columbus or Dublin, or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit, $39.95 down plus taxes, fees, first month payment, 10 miles per year, ends 11/3.
It doesn't matter what they have to climb over, walk through, or move out of the way. All you have to do is point.
If it's under the house, in the attic, or in the top of a tree, all you have to do is point.
If it's broken, if it's heavy, if it cannot be explained, all you have to do is point.
We're sending you an expert truck team from the world's largest and most highly trained
full-service junk removal company.
So please, don't try to help them.
To see the magic,
all you have to do
is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
5 words no one wants to hear? You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year, no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better, you've earned it.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Ohio State football is on bye this week, but the coverage continues on the Fan with Buckeye Roundtable tonight at 6. Today, Ohio State announced its next game, November 1st versus Penn State, will be played at noon and aired on Fox. Game 7 of the ALCS tonight at 8:10. Mariners and Blue Jays battle from Toronto. Winner faces the Dodgers in Game 1 of the World Series Friday. NFL Buccaneers are at the Lions at 7, followed by the Texans at the Seahawks at 10. NFL Network's Tom Pelissero reported Panthers quarterback Bryce Young is expected to miss this week's game versus the Bills after suffering a high ankle sprain Sunday. Andy Dalton now in line to start for Carolina. This update sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy's office at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP. That's 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or online at sleepbettercolumbus.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and I feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Low T Center. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
All right, hour number 3, rather. Rothman and Ice. Got ahead of myself there. Brad Crawford, CBS Sports, 2:30. The travesty that could be the Heisman. And I get it. Whoever wins it is going to have a great season and all that. And so I'll give you a little stat here where we had debated on the tailgate show, if you had to bet one guy, Julian Sayin or Jeremiah Smith, I was erring on Sayin only because I think the quarterback inherently has an advantage anyway. Jeremiah Smith would have a real say in a year where the usual suspects before the season have dropped out. Okay? So you've got all these newbies jumping up. The people that thought maybe Fernando Mendoza would be good, but not this. Yeah. And Marcel Reed's obviously a dual threat that gives him a little bit of an advantage over some other quarterbacks. And the travesty that is Carnell Tate is ridiculous. Now, I know he has Jeremiah Smith to pull defenders away, but that's not this. That's not what we're watching. We're not watching a guy who's always open because they're doubling Jeremiah every play.
He's making tough grabs.
He's making
tough grabs.
This is a high wire act.
Yeah.
And I looked on Bet365 and other places to see if you could even find him.
Where's he at?
Where's he at is the answer. That is the answer.
Yeah. Can't find him on there.
Can't find him.
Crazy.
And so, and I've been saying this for weeks when he's making those circus grabs earlier in the year. I thought the Heisman was about highlights as much as it is stats. Heisman moments. I really thought that has a lot for somebody that doesn't have like the floor of stats. You need the Heisman reel to kind of get you in there. And yes, does Jeremiah Smith have more catches? He does. Does he have more yards? Barely. Does he have more touchdowns? Barely. 1. And I swear to you, if they swapped uniforms and you didn't know, Carnell Tate would be up for the Heisman right now. He'd be top 3. There's no way, because perception would meet reality. And I think that it's really awful he's not in the mix. The other thing I'll tell you about Sayin, who now is in the mix, but it took Carson Beck to lay in a massive egg for this to happen.
Yeah, what was that?
But Julian Sayin, before kickoff this week, this is after the Carson Beck debacle against Louisville. Julian Sayin was 14-1 before kickoff against Wisconsin.
What a leap he's made since then.
At halftime, I grabbed him at 8-1. So I lost 6.
Yeah.
After the game, 4-1.
He is now, AR, plus 375.
So he's less than 4-1.
Right now. Your leaders at Bet365. Leading the clubhouse, Fernando Mendoza plus 275, Ty Simpson plus 300, and then Julian Sayin plus 375. You can now get Jeremiah Smith at plus 3,000. So the gap between those two guys
his went the other way.
Has finally happened. Because even AR, going back to the off season, right before we kicked off anything, you looked at the odds, and Jeremiah and Julian were right there, either with the same exact odds or right beside each other. Julian has made a massive leap, and he has the third best odds, according to Vegas, to get to New York and win this thing.
And he should be in the mix.
Because, go ahead, Aaron.
It's not, well, I was going to say that Jeremiah went the other way. They were both 14-1 before kickoff. All right. So the one travesty is the Carnell Tate thing. And I'm going to bang that drum all year.
He might mess around and win the Biletnikoff.
Well, and that would be outstanding if he did. And what happens is, and this, I get this is perception, that when you have the best talent, you got a guy that's getting 5 minutes to throw, and they're overmatching a lot of these teams as 3-4 touchdown favorites, that they're going to be stat games. The difference is that Carnell Tate's catches are not stat catches. They're not.
You mean like layups? These are not layups.
They're not where there's nobody within 10 yards of him. Yeah. These are high wire act. These are double coverage. These are back shoulder fades. These are one-handed grabs. These are toe tapping on the sideline. Yeah. These are fingertip grabs.
He's doing everything.
Now he's got the quarterback that's exceeding expectations, that he's not just sitting back in the pocket and picking people apart, which, by the way, early on he can because teams are allowing that, but he's putting the ball right where he needs to. But now he's rolling out. Now he's throwing on the run. Now he's throwing with accuracy. And so they've got something here, and Vegas is starting to notice because of where the odds have dropped. And it's one of those things that this may come down to, and I understand, by the way, the other part of it, which is Indiana has just come out of nowhere. Not what I mean by that is because last year they were obviously there in the playoff, but nobody knew who Fernando Mendoza was in the Big Ten before he got here from Cal. Like nobody knew. They thought he was good. Yeah. They weren't even sure if he's good as Curtis Rourke.
Right.
They weren't sure. And so he's got that kind of like wow factor of that nobody saw it coming. And it's Indiana. Mm-hmm. And he is having a great season. And obviously no one have any problem if he wins the Heisman, if he keeps putting up these stats. Ty Simpson for Alabama has a pathway.
100%.
Because he's got the tougher tests.
Yes.
But Julian Sayin should be in the mix. He is in the mix. His efficiency, his completion percentage, the fact that he is operating now at a clip where they're a throw-first team, and that Ryan Day and Brian Hartline will have to lean into this as much as possible because of what makes them great. Mm-hmm. And then at Michigan, we'll find out whether they go back to the run, pass, or whatever they're going to do, or they take a page out of the Tennessee game last year and let him throw, and they're building to this. Mm-hmm. And I'm not even talking about taking your shots because I don't want to see Julian Sayin turn from a 300 Tony Gwynn hitter to now he's got to be a slugger and just throw it deep. You take what the defenses are giving you, the patience and the poise that he has right now, along with the talent, has jumped him to third betting favorite in the Heisman. It should. But if you Google right now or try to find Carnell Tate among the top 60 or 50, his name's not even there. And I actually think it's a travesty because of the season that he's having.
It's a very, very tall task for a wide receiver to win this Heisman Trophy, right?
But not even be in the top 60 of not even a name.
Devonta Smith had unbelievable stats. You look at what he did with Mac Jones, like you got to have that and really set yourself apart. And you can't have a running mate with you in the same room. That's going to eat off your plate. And I think that's the problem that's hurting Carnell in this topic that you're bringing up. And it's helping Julian because I think because of the lack of highlight sexy plays that Jeremiah is having, even though he's having another really good year, and because Carnell is having those moments, and I think in the eyes of non-Buckeye fans and non-Big Ten fans, I don't know if prior to this season or prior to the last few weeks, is he really a household name? I don't know. I don't know that. I know he is for us, but down in Knoxville, down in Tuscaloosa, and in these other parts of the college football country, is Carnell that? I think that's hurting him and helping now Julian in the eyes of this Heisman race, in the eyes of Vegas, because he is now getting that boost of doing a little bit more of that aircraft carrier stuff at the quarterback position. Yeah. So honestly, they're probably all hurting themselves when it comes to the Heisman stuff. They probably don't care about that, nor should they care about that. But I think as you look at Fernando Mendoza and the way that he's being talked about, he doesn't have those same type of weapons, right? We know that. They've got some dudes over there for sure, but they're not on this level. And so I think he will get more of that narrative boost than anybody else, even more so than Julian Sayin and Ty Simpson, because they play at Alabama and Ohio State, and Fernando plays at Indiana.
Yeah, listen, you're fighting that. I admit that. You're fighting that perception, and it's real, and this is not a science, right? Everyone's going to get different criteria. I'll just come back to my original comment. If Jeremiah Smith was making the catches, the types of catches that Carnell Tate was making, he'd be top 5.
I also think, and I agree with that, I also think if Arch Manning was putting together the season that Julian Sayin is having, the Heisman conversation wouldn't even be close right now. As the number one team in the country, quarterback suiting up for the number one team in the country with the stats that he has, This wouldn't even be close.
It's the same thing.
That's
it's on
a
the
hell of a point.
in the reverse.
The odds would be what if Arch was doing what Julian's doing right now?
Well, he had the name.
Yeah.
He had the hype. He had the brand, and then he'd have the stats.
Yeah.
And that's all that it would take. But it's one of those things that I'm less surprised that Julian's now in the top 3 than I am about Carnell Tate not even being on the list. And
Jeremiah Smith is still top 10.
Yep.
That's right.
30-1 right now.
Still top 10. I mean, he went double the wrong way after this game. Yeah. But, and to Tate's credit, he'll campaign for Sayin. Campaign for his quarterback.
And there is only one other position player that's a non-quarterback inside the top 10, and it's
Jeremiah.
TLC's boy, Jeremiah Love, who they put on a show.
Mm-hmm.
The running backs did for Notre Dame this past weekend.
That was very Gus. That was close.
Oh, was it my Gus Johnson bag right there?
I felt it. I heard it. I don't know if you meant it, but it was very Gus.
So I got a little Gus in me, and you know how sometimes you get in your Mel Kiper
that's
bag.
right.
I love when you do that. Okay, okay.
You didn't lose your voice there.
I'll tell you what, Gus Johnson.
Jack Sawyer.
He's got some competition. This Eric Collins guy that usually calls games for the Hornets, that's now doing some, I think, NFL or college. He's got that same type of energy level. So there's some competition out there for who's the most rah-rah, play-by-play guy right now. Eric Collins is fun.
All right, when we come back, you guys have to advise me as power of attorney. I give you guys both power of attorney on the TD parlay. That's, I think, 4 legs into a 5er tonight. Okay. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
The best thing about watching football this weekend, talking football on Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan.
College football is more chaotic than ever. New rivals, new rules, and a brand new season of Fansville. Are you fan enough to handle the drama? Then grab an ice-cold Dr. Pepper from your local Kroger and buckle up for the season. College football. It's a Pepper thing. College football fans, listen up. You can catch Carnell Tate and Dr. Pepper on November 17th. We'll be at the new Kroger at 7525 Gardwell Street in Powell from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Stop by to get your photo with Carnell Tate. See you there.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Is your business craving efficiency? Is it hungry for productivity? Then there's a tech solution you should implement now if you want to crush your KPIs and you also want BLTs or burrito bowls or like bagels. It's called EasyCater, one platform for ordering food from a huge variety of restaurants for all your workplace needs. From falafel for the finance team to lasagna for the lunch and learn. Plus tools to help you save time and stay on budget. Ready to nail your deliverables? Order now at easycater.com.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants? These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
From military life to a rewarding career in IT. Kickstart your new journey in a matter of months in the fields of IT and cybersecurity, including AI. Learn more at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including VA benefits.
My house has a new glow. I love my windows. Universal Windows Direct.
Common Man here. Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. No interest for 3 whole years. Restrictions apply. Call 614-502-5220. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
I love my windows. They've got that brand new home effect. Universal Windows Direct.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, October 25th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app, available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app, free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
It's Monday Night Football on the Fan 2. Catch the Bucks and Lions live from the Motor City. Fan coverage starts Monday at 7 on 1460 AM and the Fans HD2.
Sponsored by Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Your radio home of the NFL, The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A beautiful, crisp fall day across central Ohio with afternoon highs only getting into the low 60s and winds could be a little bit breezy at times. But we stay dry all the way into tonight with mostly clear skies overnight and our lows in the mid to upper 40s. For Tuesday, chances of rain on and off throughout the day. Otherwise, a mix of sun and clouds and warmer with highs in the mid to upper 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman and Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present Pre-Snap Reads.
Sponsored by Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF. That's 614-NEW-ROOF. Or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
All right, little Bet365 time.
Let's get into it right now because at Bet365, if you are a new customer, they got a great deal waiting for you. All you have to do is bet $5. You are going to get $200 in bonus bets, whether your bet wins or loses. So download the app today and turn that $200 into something bigger and better when you bet on total spreads, money lines, or player props. And keep an eye out for those daily boost and super boost as well. Got a lot to choose from tonight. There are 2 Monday night football games, and you also have a game 7 in baseball and a whole bunch of hockey to pick from, too. So the floor is yours.
Yes, well, Sonic and Knuckles tonight with Gibbs and Montgomery might be something. And by the way, there is a bet boost on Bet365 where Gibbs gets 60 or more rushing yards, and so does Monty.
Okay.
But you have to have them both scoring. But if they do, that's 10-1 on all that with Sonic and Knuckles. Here's the parlay I need your guys' help on.
Yeah.
So I did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-way feast. 5 guys scoring a touchdown this weekend.
Okay.
Rashee Rice.
Check.
Quinshon Judkins.
Check.
Jonathan Taylor.
Check.
CeeDee Lamb.
He was 1. Check.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
So here's the 5th one.
Yeah.
The 5th one is Jahmyr Gibbs. He's not the guy. It's on my fantasy team. It was kind of a little bit of a heart pick at the end. They're offering me a cash out at 60%.
I think we stay dug in on this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a tough one to lose, though.
I think we stay dug in on this.
60% versus and saying bye-bye to 40% of what I've earned here tonight. This is what you've earned here tonight, boys.
Let me see if this makes you feel any better, AR.
There's no way to really hedge it.
At Bet365 right now, an anytime touchdown for old Jahmyr Gibbs is minus 200.
It means it went up from when I bet it.
So I think you stay dug in. Come on, baby. Scared money don't make no money.
It's going to be a bad one to lose. If I lose 60, if it was 40-60, the cash out was 40.
Yeah.
then I'd say, okay, you got to let it ride.
So are you leaning cash out?
I'm
Is that
leaning
the vibe
cash
I'm
out.
getting? You're okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I can root for him to score because he's on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
It would suck to lose 40%. But anyway, that's the one I wanted to tell you about. The other one that I'm looking at tonight in the Game 7, George Kirby's on the mound for the Mariners. He got absolutely slaughtered in their last game. I mean, eight earned runs, 3 dingers. It was bad.
It was tough.
His over-under on outs tonight is 11.5. And I know it's Game 7. If he struggles, they can't let him work his way out of it.
No.
But he can't go 4 following that disaster?
It's a very tough offense to pitch against.
I know.
Toronto doesn't strike out a lot. They put the ball in play. They make you play defense. They're scrappy, kind of like the old Guardians. I would stay away from any pitcher tonight. Speaking of Guardians, former Guardian Shane Bieber is getting the ball in a Game 7 for Toronto. I would stay away from that just because I think the quick hooks from these managers tonight with their seasons on the line, they're not messing around with anything that could get dicey, and especially Kirby because of what you laid out and how he did in his last outing.
Aren't Game 7s historically lower scoring in baseball? Like they feel like...
I know they are in basketball. I don't know about baseball, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. I'd stay away.
Oh, and by the way, I'm going to tell you on Bet365, the overwhelming favorite is not that he will be over 11.5 outs. That would be the underdog.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I like the value a little bit. That's an underdog getting 4. He went 4 innings in the last game where he got smoked. They let him go 4.
I think what that probably was, hey, this is we think this is going to be a long series. You got to eat some of this, man. Like, you got to eat some innings. That way we can save our bullpen.
That's like a goalie. When you're on a back-to-back night and there's nowhere to go,
you got to eat it.
And you got to eat them all.
You just have to.
Yeah.
You just
and
have
they will
to.
not pull you. By the way, the Nerfy tonight in a Game 7, a run in the first inning. You know, I like to bet the Nerfy.
This is your thing. Yeah.
The favorite is that there will be one.
There will be one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, look, first pitch of that one's right around 8:10. We'll have Tampa Bay, Detroit, Monday Night Football kicking off at 7. Houston, Seattle at 10 o'clock. I am looking at the Tampa and Detroit game. I think we're getting points in this one, a nice amount of points in this game. I'm looking at Mike Evans and his return at plus 100 for an anytime touchdown. Quick side note here, it does look like Emeka Egbuka has a chance to play in this game, and I know that was really in doubt. So if you're in, the fantasy stuff, just monitor that close to game time. Emeka may go in this one, but I'm going to go Mike Evans plus 100 in his return to score a touchdown. Download.
Emeka Egbuka.
What was that?
Who was that?
Who was that?
Gronk.
Can you play that?
Emeka Egbuka.
Egbuka.
Was he being serious, TLC?
Of course he was. Yeah.
So he was being serious when he tried to say
Yeah,
it.
I don't think
and
he
they called
purposely
him out and
butchered
made
a
him
guy's...
try it again.
Yeah, I don't think he would purposely butcher a guy's name.
Emeka Egbuka.
That's kind of like the Kendrick Perkins, Moses Moody. Remember, he just could not. He could not get it out.
By the way,
yeah.
since week 14 of 2 years ago, Jahmyr Gibbs has never gone back-to-back games without a touchdown.
Yeah, I think minus 200. Vegas is telling us this is happening.
And he didn't get one last week.
So TLC, are you with me that he stays the course and sees it through?
They're offering me a 60% cash out.
I'm a huge fan of cash outs.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Yeah.
I say don't take the risk, but
capital is the key.
I am almost sure that he's scoring. And the Buccaneers only play high-scoring games that go down to the last minute, man.
He's not the goal line guy. He'd have to run it in on a screen. He'd have to run it in from 12 yards out. Like, he's not that guy. Monty is the guy. That's the only worry.
But Jahmyr's good at it, man.
He has
And they got a really good offensive line, too.
Yeah.
He hasn't had a rushing touchdown in 2 games.
Yeah.
He has had a receiving touchdown a couple weeks ago.
As long as he gets
against
in.
the Bengals.
Doesn't matter how I get him.
Run right. Panay Sewell's amazing.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. AR is going to cash out. I don't blame him. I
haven't made the official decision yet. I think I deserve the right to bask in this for a few hours.
Here's what I say. I say, tell the truth, by the end of the show, wherever we're at 2:56, when we bust on out of here, I say that is what has to happen. Either he has to cash out in the final segment, or if he makes it out, or if he makes it to the end of the show with that bet still on the line, he can't go home and at 6:20 be like, you know what? Yeah.
What's the over-under for that game? Let me see if that'll make you feel
Isn't
any
it
better.
52?
It was one of the high. It's 53. And I think the highest was the Dallas and Washington game.
Dallas
of
must
the
clear
week.
that by themselves.
And so this one's right up there, AR.
Marshawn Lattimore sucks.
Yeah, that was tough. He has not looked good since leaving Nolans.
Yeah.
53 points is it's a lot.
It's the perfect mental hedge because I have him on my fantasy team. So if he scores, I'm not going to be upset.
Yeah.
Like if I cash out and he scores, I'm not going to be upset. But
wait,
somewhat disappointing.
Are you sure?
Well, no, I said it would be
If
somewhat disappointing, but at least I get the points in fantasy. Wouldn't get the money from it.
Is your,
all right, cash
let me
out.
ask you this. Is your fantasy week wrapped up? Are you going to win?
It is wrapped.
Okay. So there's
But I need points because I'm having a lower scoring week.
Okay.
I just need points in general.
Because I'm giving you advice that I probably wouldn't even give myself.
Oh, man.
Like,
That's right.
I'm being honest here. Like, if I were AR, I would probably
Take the
be
60%.
cashing out. It's not my money, so it's easy for me to tell him.
Who do you like tonight?
In which game?
Lay them out. What are the quick picks here?
We got
Lions -6?
6.5, and then 3.5 Seattle.
I'm taking the 6 with Tampa, and I'll lay it with Seattle. Yeah.
Baker's MVP. He is. I mean, he's winning without his top 3 guys. The starting running back wasn't Irving's been out.
Irving's been out. Rashad White has stepped up.
His
and looked
offensive
good,
line's been trashed.
Yeah,
Like,
if he goes on the road as 6.5-point dogs and wins that one outright to go 6-1, the MVP odds is going to be something that we're talking about on the show tomorrow.
I got no.
I think I'm gonna actually take the Lions and lay it. But if I was betting it, I'd buy the Buccaneers up to 7.5 because I think it's that kind of a game. As far as the Seahawks, I would do the same thing. I'd buy it down to 2.5 and just lay that. The 3.5, I'll do it anyway. Although
quick,
Texans
fellas.
are coming off a bye, right?
Are they?
I think so.
Okay. Prior to kickoff, TLC, you can get Baker as the tied for second at Bet365 at plus 375. Mahomes is at plus 160 right now after that performance against the Raiders. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. In app only.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.
All right, we come back in 2 minutes with our guy Brad Crawford from CBS. And is Penn State even capable of hitting a home run with their hire? We'll talk about it next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyears and save up to $200 more. See store for details.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. Columbus, October is here, and with good weather comes more home improvement projects. Do you have old, stuck, or cracked windows that you've been putting off replacing? Well, Window Nation Columbus can help. This month, when you buy 2 windows, you'll get 2 more for free. There's no limit to how many windows you replace, and your total price includes 1-day installation. With Window Nation, you also won't have to make any payments for 2 years, which is a big deal with the holiday season coming up. And did I mention you could celebrate your newly upgraded home with 2 free tickets to an upcoming Ohio State football game? What other company in Columbus would thank you for replacing all your windows in your home with a fun experience like that? Put an end to your window problems before this beautiful fall weather ends. Now through October 31st, buy 2 windows, get 2 for free now, plus pay nothing for 2 years with Window Nation, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Visit windownation.com today to start your free estimate. That's windownation.com.
1-800-GOT-JUNK is your friend with the truck.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
All our people are in uniforms.
And our trucks are clean and shiny.
And big.
We leave spaces empty and clean.
For you.
1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Now you can watch Rothman and Ice.
Go to YouTube and search 97.1 The Fan.
Rothman is wearing the pancake makeup, so you might as well watch. Back to Rothman and Ice.
All right, back at it. Buckeyes' second bye week comes after 7-0 and a blanking of the Badgers. So that's been common to them. But Ohio State is heads above the rest. And the most amazing thing is that the little Indiana Hoosiers are number 2 in the country. Top 2 teams live in the Big Ten. Our guy, Brad Crawford, CBS Sports, covering college football with us on the Bryan Heating Cooling Systems Fangast Hotline. All right, Brad, welcome back. Let me throw that one at you right now. In your mind, how close is Indiana to Ohio State?
I think Ohio State's defense is substantially better than Indiana's, but Indiana is the one team in college football, I think, that could give Ohio State's defense issues with Mendoza at quarterback and that solid offensive line play. I think we're going to see 1 versus 2 here in about a month and a half in Indianapolis in the Big Ten championship game. And if that's 12-0 against 12-0, I think the loser is going to be a top 4 team as well in the playoffs. So right now, Ohio State and Indiana, 2 best teams in the country by far.
Are you more confident that Ohio State handles everything on their schedule that's left, including at Michigan, and that Indiana can avoid just laying an egg somewhere? Because that's what their schedule has. They will have to go to Penn State, but no Aller. And obviously they'll have just a rivalry game with Purdue. But you're equally confident that both run the table, or is one leading that race for you a little bit?
Yeah, I think Ohio State is more likely to be 12-0 if both teams get there. I mean, I do think Indiana, gun to my head right now, is going to be an unbeaten team too, entering that final regular season weekend. But if there are some spots on Indiana's schedule, I know they play 5 unranked teams in the next 6 weeks. But the game at Maryland on November 1st, and then the Friday game on Black Friday at Purdue, those are 2 games where if they're going to get tripped up, it happens on one of those road sites.
So James Franklin makes an appearance on College Game Day. He gets some support from Nick Saban. Nick Saban called the firing unfair as hell. And so now here we are with Penn State trying to figure this thing out. Brad, I'm sure you're hearing a lot of the names that we're hearing and looking at some of the Vegas odds. Your thoughts on the next man up for Penn State? Is there a guy in your mind that makes sense for that opening?
Yeah, and, in our CBS Sports Slack channel, as soon as James Franklin got fired, we had like 4 or 5 insiders say, Matt Rule. And, he's the name that sort of surfaced hours after he was fired that he's the number 1 guy on Penn State's target list. I don't know if Matt Rule is going to leave Nebraska for Penn State. I know Penn State is his alma mater. He has a great relationship with Penn State's AD there, given their time together at Temple. But getting back to the James Franklin situation, there's no coaching firing that's unfair in college football when you consider the buyout figures these coaches are getting. I mean, James Franklin has a golden parachute despite losing 8 straight to Ohio State, having a losing record against Michigan, and not winning big enough, at least in the Penn State brass's eyes, to keep his job there. I still think James Franklin is an elite coach. I would have him inside my top 15 in the profession, and I think we're going to see James Franklin in the SEC somewhere next year.
Let me dig in on that a little bit, because he's got talent and he's got resources. He's got everything else. And maybe if he would have beaten Ohio State 1 or 2 more times in one of those close games, he'd still be employed right now. But what makes you define him as elite when his record is so bad against ranked teams?
Yeah, he's 4-21 against top 10 teams, I think it is, right? And half of those losses are against 2 programs, Ohio State and Michigan. And you go down the rest of the top 10 coaches currently in college football, a lot of those coaches have lopsided and bad records against top 10 competition. We're talking about Matt Rule being the odds-on favorite to get the Penn State job. This is a guy that's lost 18 straight games to top 25 teams. So Penn State would be pretty bold, dare I say arrogant, in the fact that they fire a coach, pay him a $50 million buyout just to hire a coach who has a very similar disastrous record against top 25 teams.
Yeah, I hear you. It's just buying your way. They're buying their way out of an embarrassing situation, right? Because their fans want it, their boosters want it, but and they're 1-15 against top, or he's 1-15 against top 5. You nailed it, 4-21 against top 10. And you're right. His overall record and competition makes him a good coach, but they're judging him on a whole different level. They're paying him to win those top 10 games, and he wasn't. So I guess they're judging him based on how he should be judged. But you're right. I don't know if there's a magic wand out there to say whoever they bring in. But if that one guy doesn't have the better overall record, but yet he wins a big game, like when you're Penn State, you just can't come out on the losing end 15 out of 16 times.
Yeah, I mean, this guy won a couple playoff games last year. He was a successful offensive possession away from facing Ohio State in the national title game. Now, if Penn State's decision makers think the next guy can get back to that promised land in 2 or 3 seasons, then so be it. But that's a really tough bet to make.
We've been having some fun talking about the Heisman race and how that could shape up and how many Buckeyes, or if any Buckeyes, are going to get to New York this year. And so between, the 2 wide receivers and Julian Sayin really coming to life, and especially after the game he just had against Wisconsin, give us your thoughts on how the Buckeyes are stacking up against some of the other Heisman contenders for you right now.
Yeah, I think right now Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate, are easily 2 of the best wide receivers in college football. But I mentioned in August one of the reasons I did not think Jeremiah would get to New York is because Carnell Tate would have such a great year, and he's showing that, man. He's a flawless football player, going to be a future first-round pick just like Jeremiah. And in the quarterback situation, I know early on some of the narrative was Ryan Day trying to hide Julian Sayin and a lot of short to intermediate routes and not letting him air it out. But, I mean, he's developing to a pretty darn good quarterback as a redshirt freshman, first-year starter. And he's going to get some spotlight opportunities down the stretch. The issue for Ohio State so far really in this Heisman race is since week 1, they just haven't had a ton of spotlight chances. And when you're a Heisman contender, you need to be, in a national primetime game against a top 10 team and have a 350-yard game. Well, we haven't quite seen that yet out of Sayin. Maybe if he has a big game in that finale at Michigan with everybody watching during rivalry weekend, it'll be there. But like all Heisman contenders, Ohio State's going to have at least one finalist because the Buckeyes are going to be 13-0 here in about a month and a half.
Brad Crawford with us, CBS Sports, covering college football. I give you one team other than Ohio State that you have to ride with the rest of the year to try to win it all. Who is it?
I'd probably take Alabama. And I can't believe I'm saying this in week 9 after they lost to Florida State, 6 weeks ago. But I'm stunned. Kalen DeBoer, man, has been able to right this ship, lead inside that locker room, and now he has a team that's won 4 straight against top 25 teams, and he's doing it in the SEC. So Bama's a team right now that I think would be, next to Indiana, Ohio State's biggest threat to win it all.
Brad, how serious should we be taking Georgia Tech right now? Here they are inside the top 10, coming in ranked 7th in the country. They're undefeated at this point. But when you look at them among some of the big dogs around the sport right now, where does Georgia Tech stack up for you?
Yeah, Georgia Tech's best win is Clemson. Clemson's probably going to have a losing record for the first time in 15 years, since 2009, I think it is, Dabo Swinney. This Tech team has beaten Colorado by a touchdown. They beat Wake Forest by a point. They needed 20 points in the fourth quarter to beat Duke over the weekend. I mean, they're benefiting from a favorable slate, and that's nothing against Brent Key and obviously Haynes King, kind of gritty quarterback leader for Georgia Tech. But when you have a favorable schedule in the ACC, we see this often. Teams can get to the playoffs. SMU last season had 1 ranked win during the regular season, but they went 11-1. And they made the playoff as an at-large team. So Georgia Tech, we're going to see how good Georgia Tech is here in about a month when they play Georgia in Atlanta.
Well done, my man. Always appreciate you hopping on, Brad. Be well. We'll talk soon.
Thanks, fellas.
Brad Crawford, CBS Sports on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Before you read that, Maddie, if you're going to go with the opposite, the antithetical coaching hire, it'd be Brom. You'd get Brom to go to Penn State because
from Louisville. Yeah.
All he does is win when he's not supposed to.
They put up a graphic when they were during the Miami game, and it's like him, Mario Cristobal, and somebody else since 2023 that have racked up the most ACC wins over the last couple of years. So quietly, he has been doing a really good job over there at Louisville. You know who else is doing a good job, fellas? It's the Columbus Men's Clinic, because they're looking to take care of you. If you're at that point in your life to where you don't have the same energy, you've got ED issues, you just don't do it the way you used to, whether that's at the gym, whether that's hanging out with the kids, hanging out with your wife or your partner, whatever it is, get on over to the Columbus Men's Clinic if you are feeling that way, because there's no guesswork. There's no gimmicks over there. It's just real science and effective treatments. Be careful of some of the things that you see online trying to hit you with sales that are just not accurate. What they have at the Columbus Men's Clinic is accuracy for days when it comes to taking care of men that are feeling down and out about themselves and their body. You only get one life, fellas. Take care of yourself. Call the Columbus Men's Clinic at 614-300-7400. Consultation, including blood work, is just $99 with results before you leave. So hit them up online at thecolumbusmensclinic.com, or you can call them today again at 614-300-7400.
All right, we come back with Tell the Truth. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. I just freaked the hell out of someone. The Fan.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS for Kids.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey friends, good news for you. All your favorite NBA players, they're back. And DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. With more markets open for more of the game, DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting, is live when others aren't. New customers, you bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass, plus score $300 if your bet wins, all paid out in bonus bets. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code THEFAN971. That's code THEFAN971. Bet just $5 and get 3 months of NBA League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, Ohio only. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets, which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Make this your year. Looking for a new career in the high-demand fields of IT and cybersecurity? Attend classes live, online, or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify. Dormar, you're kind of hero.
When your furnace or air conditioner is broke, we come out that same day. Dormar, home the Tin Man.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member. They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
I've had a number of surgeries, and frankly, I don't have time to rehab a surgery and an operation at this point in my life. I didn't want to take time off my kids' activities.
That's why former college and pro football player Bobby Carpenter turned to QC Kinetics. We couldn't be happier saving our patients like him from operating rooms and long recoveries.
They will resume like normal activity for me, which is a lot of running. It's a lot of workouts. I've been very, very blessed with how it's been able to hold up.
For so long, patients have accepted surgery as the only solution. But with new technologies, the medical professionals at QC Kinetics use regenerative treatments, your body's own biologics, to help heal and restore knees, hips, shoulders, and backs.
I actually ran into a friend of mine over at our golf course, and he had his knee done. It felt so well. He'd got his shoulder done. He goes, I can't thank you enough. He'd heard the commercial on the air, and so it's feeling great.
Find out how you can avoid surgery and finally get relief. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
380-208-4544. Did you know Austin and Berm host a show at Roosters? And did you know that Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences? Tickets, sideline passes, trips to a postseason game, and more. Register today at roosterswings.com. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tell the truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Buy 2 windows, get 2 for free. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com now.
All right, TLC, take us home.
All right, here are some of the nasty things Rex Ryan was saying about Mike McDaniel earlier this year.
What the hell is he talking about? You know, maybe he's on a different level, McGenius guy, whatever the hell he is, nerd boy. But anyway, their team has no respect for the coach. They play like that. They're like, come on, man, get us a dang guy in here. Where's the physicality of this team? What did you say?
They're soft. They're soft.
They're soft. Like, I'm with you on that. Every part of their football team. They have tons of talent on this team. Daniel, we were talking, that's why you picked them to win? Because they have tons of talent.
And again.
Look, I get it. I shouldn't have called the guy nerd boy or whatever. I shouldn't have said that. All right? But he's not inspiring anybody. Nobody. And this whole offseason, they had all these, they were disconnected in the offseason.
Right. Yeah.
And now you get to week 1, and I said that because I see it on the field. This defense stinks. Like, they have a lot of good players. They stink right now.
Tell the truth. Do you think that Mike McDaniel, it would be hard to take seriously in a losing environment? For reason X, Y, or Z?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this earlier. He's more of he is a non-football looking coach, right? No, I'm surprised Rex did that today on Get Up.
He looks like a GA.
Most coaches do.
That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
He looks like an assistant to the assistant. Go ahead, Aaron.
He's got a weird vibe in that, you know, the gold glasses, the gold watch with the warm-up, but it worked. It worked because he was the colorful whiz kid. And now he's whizzing down his leg. Like, it feels like
it's a tough sell right now. But I also think, too, like, I'm sure Bill Belichick's message was falling on deaf ears at the back end of that New England run. And the whole cut-off hoodie and the whole no days off like that, it doesn't hit the same, right? Where Brady leaves the building, and there's nothing to really follow for a couple years after that. So I think he's an easy target right now. I think what Rex Ryan is talking to may be true. I don't know if any player has spoken to that on record about them not believing in him at this point in time. They took a risk here by betting on him a couple years ago, and out of the gates, it looked like they made a really good hire, right? He was a guy off that Kyle Shanahan tree. So Kyle Shanahan, one of the most respected head coaches, especially offensive-minded head coaches. You had a guy that was his offensive coordinator for some time. You thought you would get that, and you did in time. But I think what he's showing us that right now, at the age of 42, he's not a complete head coach. Yeah, I think there's time for him to figure this out. So probably what's going to happen is they'll probably move on from him. Yeah. He'll probably get scooped up with the quickness to be an offensive coordinator.
That's right.
At some point in time, he'll rehabilitate his image, and he'll probably get another crack at it down the road.
See, I don't know if he'll get another shot at being a head coach, but I do think that when the weather's good in South Florida, and he's got Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and he's got things going, like you felt like, all right, he's an offensive-minded guy. He can draw things up, and they got enough weapons to make it work. And then in the rain and the wind and their one-win team going to Cleveland, Rex is right. They're not going to be they're not going to be a physical imposing team. Yeah. And so when you take them out of Florida, it feels like it's a tough sell. I don't know. He's going to be done here soon.
Probably.
It's not like, by the way, I would ask Rex, like, were you taking seriously the end of your head coaching career?
Probably not.
When you were in Buffalo and the Jets?
Right.
And why were they responding to you?
Correct.
Yeah.
You could probably play that game for a lot of head coaches. And so I do think because of his age, he will have a chance, I think, to coach again at this level. But, yeah, there's no denying right now that the Miami Dolphins team and franchise is lost at the moment. And they have a ton of figuring out to do at the most important positions at head coach and quarterback.
You have to stay fresh or you die.
Is Wisconsin's AD's support of Luke Fickell real or fake? Tell the truth.
It's a great question.
Thank
is it
you.
real or fake?
Now, is that a real? It's a great question, or is that a fake where it's hey, I need a second to think, so I'm just going to fill the air with compliments?
It's real because I am thinking about it, AR, and the reason why is because he's making that statement and has to make that statement because you are a part of the collective that handed Luke Fickell an extension.
That's right.
So I think that's why part of it is real.
It's real because he knows he's gone too.
Yeah.
And that's sad
better than what I said.
He's a former great player who played in a great era, who knows what it's like to have pride in Wisconsin football. And
for those that don't know his name, AR.
Chris McIntosh.
There you go.
Oh, was that a question? I don't know.
No, I just wanted to make sure we threw that out there.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
the AD.
Yeah.
No, all good.
And so I really feel like that throwing money at a problem now is the right thing to do. They feel like they've really swung and missed on the quarterback. Luke should not be getting points for the Chris Longo deal. That's gone.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like I think they're going to just clean sweep this thing. And he probably feels like I've got to man up with Luke here and make sure we're all on the same page, because it's probably the only way out of this or back into it is not to go in there and try to separate himself from Luke right now.
Was there anything from the president of the university, TLC, or was this just the AD only?
I have only seen the AD on Twitter.
Okay. Also,
but as I always say, everybody's got their own algorithm, so who knows? It may be out there, just didn't pop into mine.
Okay.
We know the Steelers going to try to come in and raw dog us.
Before we go, if you missed anything from our show, don't worry. You can always catch up wherever you get your podcast. All you got to do is type in Rothman and Ice. Everything we do from noon to 3, we'll be waiting there for you. Subscribe to the pod as well. What else do I have to say about that? Oh, the wonderful folks at Bet365. They sponsor the Rothman and Ice podcast. Common Man and Timmy coming up next. Jason Stark joins at 5:30, and they will hit you with all their reactions on a Reaction Monday.
All right, we'll come back tomorrow on a nice Rando Tuesday. We'll have our guy Tyvis Powell. We'll have Austin Ward. And we'll continue with the bye-week blues. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
T-Bone and Tyvis are everything you want in a delicious breakfast. Lots of empty calories, no nutritional value.
Weekday morning